Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Purdue Field as the Wildcats prepare to take on the Marshall County Marshals tonight. The Wildcats have run out of the tunnel. They actually have the tunnel back up tonight, Jameis, and that's exciting to see here at Purdue Field. Scott Brown has officially arrived now at the stadium and is joining the broadcast.
Yeah, got back from Paducah. Day one of the girls' state golf tournament going on. Great day, a little bit of drizzle up there, but some fantastic golf. Western Kentucky well represented on day one, and many of them will move on to tomorrow, where there's a chance golfer from Western Kentucky can win the individual title, and Marshall County has the team lead after day one. So good day, and just back in the nick of time. Appreciate you guys holding down the Humphreys Physical Therapy pregame show for me.
Not a problem. It was a pleasure to do that. Let's talk right now about the First Financial Bank coin toss. Of course, as the season has gone on, that is done before the game. Trigg County actually won the toss, and they have chose to receive.
Yeah, that's an interesting take. I think they want to make a statement. They'd like to get on the board first and make Marshall County play from behind. You guys were talking about the ability to run the football whenever it's rainy or wet. The ability to run is always paramount. You have to be able to do that. I know playing pickup ball when I was a kid, loved to play football in the rain, always. Mom and Dad, not so much because I tracked it in the house. But,
Take them muddy shoes back outside. I can hear your mother.
Muddy nothing. It was take everything off at the back door, clothes and everything, because, that was just part of playing football out in the rain. But, tonight's game's going to go one of two ways. It's either going to be a low-scoring game, or we're going to have a shootout. We're going to have a 48-45 game. Marshall County in their 3 losses have given up over 150 points. Trigg County in their 3 losses have given up over 160 points. And both teams have hung a half 100 on Ballard Memorial. So it's hard to tell. You would think that tonight would be a high-scoring game. But we've seen stranger things, and it could very well be a 14-7 game or a 21-7 game. Who knows? But the Wildcats want to come out tonight and get things going from the start.
Absolutely. We're going to take one quick break here before we come back for the Hancock's Neighborhood Market kickoff. You're listening to Wildcat Football on 106.5 WKDZ and all around the world at WKDZradio.com. All right, go 60 seconds and come back.
If you haven't already, play the prayer. If you've played it, disregard.
We have.
Okay, same with an ID. If we've played the ID, disregard. If we haven't, we need to play an ID.
Yes, sir. Play the ID. Coming back. And remember, Josh, put me a bed under there so we know we're back.
I thought they said Trigg deferred.
He changed.
Oh, he changed? Oh, okay, they changed it. Okay.
Yep.
Good catch there, Kyle.
Yep. I got that corrected. Welcome back to Purdue Field tonight as the Wildcats are lining up to take on the Marshals from Marshall County. Both teams 1-3. The Trigg County Wildcats are in their all-black uniforms tonight, white numbers, silver helmets with the black tee. And then the Marshals are in the bright orange, Florida look like, pants with white jerseys, blue numerals, and orange helmets with the blue star on them.
Tonight, the 17th, wait a minute, do my math. Nope, 16th meeting all time between these border counties. Marshall County leads the all-time series 9-6. Last time they played was 2016. Marshall County won that one 58-14, leaving their starters in for most of the ball game. That rankled head coach Kobe Lewis a bit, and so Marshall County no longer appeared on the schedule. And they did. They kept their starters in and tried to score as many as they could. So new coach now, Marshall County coming back on the schedule because they had to fill a couple of slots. But, I don't think any of these players didn't play, but I'm sure some of the fans remember that as well. So Hancock's Neighborhood Market brings your opening kickoff. Stop by and get your game day meal from Hancock's. Whether you're getting something from the steam table for lunch, chicken strips and potato wedges, or everything else in the deli, that's Hancock's Neighborhood Market.
Kicking off for Marshall County is a freshman kicker. He's 6 foot, 170 pound, number 80, Logan Parker. And he's kicking off to Martin, who's standing on the 10-yard line, and Adams and Vaughn back also to receive. Trigg County will be receiving and moving right to left on your radio dial, heading toward the field house or the west end zone. Officials came out tonight with some interesting gaiters or masks that matched their shirts, such that
I thought those were interesting.
Really big teeth, Kyle. I was a little intimidated by that here in October. So here goes Parker to kick off for the Marshals, freshman kicker. And he'll be kicking off from his own 40. Ball goes to about the 20, and it's picked up by Martin at the 10. He runs over across to the right side, heads back up to the middle, and he's brought down at the 25-yard line, where Trigg will take over 1st and 10 from their own 25. Jacob Weiss, sophomore quarterback, coming in for Trigg County, having a good year so far, 631 passing yards, 8 touchdowns. Probably had his not the best game of the season last week with some interceptions, but Jacobs really looked strong as starting his first year at quarterback for Trigg County.
First time this year he's had more than one interception in the game. They want to see his completion percentage get up just a little bit. And, Trigg don't even have enough people on the field. I mean, it's the first play of the game, and
goodness,
you can't. Doing the pregame show, I would always call Steve Lovelace from Christian County, and I would always ask him, what are the keys to getting a win? And you expect some coaches to say, well, we got to run the ball, we got to play good defense. And Coach Lovelace would always say, we got to get everybody lined up in the right spot, and we got to get the right personnel on the field. And I always thought, well, duh, of course you do. But, yeah, you do. And that's a perfect example of that. You have to have everybody on the field lined up where they're supposed to be when they're supposed to be lined up. And that's not a good look when you have to call a timeout before you run your first offensive play.
The old saying, for one of a nail, a shoe was lost. For one of a shoe, a horse was lost. For one of a horse, a battle was lost.
Is that where the bird and the bush are? Or? I don't know.
Well, here comes Weiss. He's in the shotgun. He's got Martin and Skinner to the near side. Martin is in motion. He hands off to Martin, jet sweep around the right side. He's trying to get around, and he gets about 2 or 3 yards, and he's brought down at about the 35 for actually a 5-yard gain. Good, strong run for Martin to start out. We said earlier as we started the game tonight that we needed a good offensive production for Martin on the ground.
Well, you guys are going to have to help me out. They've got the new inflatable tunnel up, but you can't see the bottom of the scoreboard because of the tunnel.
Gotcha. It's going to be 2nd and 5 on the 30.
Weiss in the pistol this time with Adams right behind him. And we've got Martin and Skinner to the near side. He throws to Martin, who just misses the ball right at the 40-yard line, incomplete. So bring up 3rd and 5 from the 30 for Trigg County. Wide open, hit him in the hands. He just started thinking about heading to the end zone too quickly.
He had green pastures in front of him.
So we've had good plays when we've been able to execute. We've got Skinner to the far side, Martin to the near side, Weiss in the pistol with Adams behind him. Here comes the snap. He fakes to Adams and throws to Martin here on the near side, who gets to the 40 for a first down, Trigg County.
That's a Goodwin Insurance first down for all your independent insurance need. Go talk to the good folks at Goodwin Insurance.
How much did that go for? Yeah, I can't see the
10-yard play. 10-yard first down
That's
play.
That's the same play that they ran the time before that was blocked.
Yeah.
Or that he dropped.
Martin is to the near side. Weiss in the pistol with Adams behind him. Skinner to the far side. He hands off to Adams up the middle, who is hit right at about the 43-yard line and brought down. Gain of about 3 for Kenny. Bring up 2nd and 7 for Trigg from about they're going to mark it about the 44. So Trigg County offensively looking strong as they have really all season. Their main problems have been on defense. Weiss is coming out with the pistol again with Adams right behind him. Martin in the slot. Now he moves Adams over to the left. He fakes the handoff to Adams and brings Martin around on the jet sweep. He kind of slows down and is brought down in the backfield for a loss of about 3 on the play. Martin came really close to getting to the sideline there and maybe getting some positive yardage, but his jersey was caught and he was dragged back.
Yeah, that's twice now. They've tried to get outside on Marshall with no success, and that's a loss of 6. So now that brings up 3rd and 13.
Weiss comes and gets the play from Coach Peach on the sideline. He runs to the huddle. Trigg County breaks the huddle and sends Connor Wallace to the near side along with Skinner and Martin Trips to the near side. Weiss in the pistol with Adams behind him. Lockard on the far side. Weiss turns around, quickly throws to Martin up the middle. And this kind of bounced out of his hands there.
That looked like the same play.
It was there, too.
It was.
There,
He's dropped that twice
And
now.
it's not a case of Marshall County stopping the play. It's a matter of Trigg not catching the football.
Correct.
So Trigg,
that play's there. It's been there 3 times, and Trigg has caught one of them.
Jaden Vaughn, freshman punter, back for Trigg. He's standing at about his own 25. Jaden gets off a good punt, goes all the way back to Marshall, lands on the Marshall County 25 and takes a good Trigg roll.
Takes a
all the
good
way back
Trigg
to
roll.
about the 7-yard line. So Jaden does an excellent job pinning Marshall deep in their own territory, and the Trigg defense will take the field. Hopefully, Scott, tonight we'll be able to name the defense Trigg Terror.
That is a 59-yard punt. Obviously, Marshall County, their special teams, not listening to our broadcast, catch the ball in the air. And that is why you don't let that thing bounce and roll.
Trigg County moving a lot of their offensive line starters to starting defensive line tonight. Alexander and Matt Alex Ladd and Tayshawn Linton all starting defense tonight, trying to bulk up the front to avoid a lot of interior rushing yards. Marshall comes out in the shotgun, and they hand off up the middle, and good wrapping tackle by several of Trigg County's players. Luke Alexander right in the middle of it. The loss on the play for Marshall of about 1 or 2 yards. I'll say a 2-yard loss, so bring up 2nd and 12 for Marshall from about the 5-yard line, their own 5.
Excellent job by Trigg County there. It goes back to what we talked about in the pregame show. We got to stop that interior run.
8 minutes and 54 seconds to go in the first quarter. No score in the game. Marshall County is primarily a running offense. Their quarterback is Quinn Smith, number 11. He steps back to pass now. Oh, and he's sacked and brought down in the end zone
that
by.
That is a safety.
Was it? Looks like Dakota Lockard with a safety. Came through strong and knocked him down in the end zone. So Trigg County scores first with a safety.
Yeah, they get the twofer on the sack by Lockard. Hancock's Neighborhood Market bringing you the quarterback sack that time. And yeah, that is set up by that long punt. Jaden Vaughn should get credit for some of those points because his long punt pinned Marshall County deep, and then Lockard gets the safety, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Wildcats. Marshall will do a free kick, and we'll see if the Wildcat bullpen will hold the lead.
So a good start for Trigg County. They've had good energy. You can see them tonight. This is an important game for them being 1-3, and as we said, they played 3 ranked teams and thought about this team tonight as a game that they would have where they'd be more competitive. And here at home, it's important for them to do well and hopefully win this game. Trigg County won't have receivers as far back with the free kick. They've got Martin at about the 30 and Adams and Vaughn standing at about the 35. Marshall will free kick from their own 20. Marshall over the years has always had strong kickers. Number 80, the freshman for Marshall County, Parker, will kick. Looks like he's got a tee out, so it looks like he's going to actually kick off as opposed to punt.
Yeah, used to you either had to put the ball on the ground or do a punt. Now they'll let you use a tee. So I'm not sure when that changed, but you can use a tee on these free kicks now. Used to it was a punt or just a ball on the ground.
So here goes Parker. He has a short kick. It looks like it's going to go out of bounds at about the Wildcat 49. And the penalty flag is thrown for that, out of bounds on the kick.
Yeah, that illegal procedure still applies on the free kicks as well.
So Trigg's offense takes the field. Had some really good plays at their first series and just barely missed connecting on 2 passes and getting outside on a long run. So Trigg came out of their first defensive series with a safety after a strong punt by Jaden Vaughn, 59 yards. And here we go offensively with Jacob Weiss, the sophomore quarterback, with Adams to his right, Skinner and Martin to the near side. Jacob steps back. He's got time. He rolls out to the right now. He's signaling to Martin to go deep, and he throws deep to Martin. He throws way out there and kind of overthrows him about 3 yards, but good play, flag on the play.
That was done perfectly. When the quarterback rolls out, you want your receiver to take off down the sideline in a fly pattern. Weiss directed him to do that and let one go. He overthrew him a little bit, but that's exactly what you want to see.
And personal foul on Marshall County.
So when your quarterback's scrambling and rolling out to the sideline and the play breaks down, you send somebody deep. And Martin was open, just a bit overthrown, but that's good to see. That's good football IQ.
Yeah, and good communication between the quarterback and the receiver. Good patience by Weiss there. So a 15-yard penalty puts Trigg County on the Marshall 35, 1st and 10. Weiss in the shotgun with Adams behind him, Martin and Skinner to the near side. Adams steps up. Go ahead.
That's a Goodwin Insurance first down.
He hands off to Adams right up the middle, who romps and stomps all the way down to the Wildcat 26-yard line. Gain of about 8 on the play for Trigg. Brings up 2nd and 2. So Trigg so far offensively has been their own worst enemy. Anything that they've done and done well, they've been able to move without being stopped by Marshall County. Martin comes to the near side, Skinner to the far side. Adams right behind Weiss in a pistol. He moves up over to his right side. Weiss hands off to Adams up the middle again, who goes unscathed all the way down to the 18-yard line for a first down, Trigg County.
Goodwin Insurance first down. For all your insurance needs, go talk to the good folks at Goodwin Insurance.
So 2 strong runs by Kenny Adams right up the middle. Adams again behind Weiss in the pistol with Skinner and Martin split out. Trigg's line is adjusting. And we've got a little movement, I think, because of that. Flag on the play. I believe it's going to be a legal procedure, isn't it, Scott, against Trigg County?
Yeah, they said Martin moved too soon.
So it moves us back 5 yards. The ball will now be on about the 24-yard line of Marshall County. Trigg trying to score with 7:17 to go in the first quarter. They're up 2-0 after having a safety. Trying to punch it in the west end zone. Weiss in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff to Adams, and it's complete to Connor Wallace at about the 18-yard line.
Nice catch over the middle right there.
So gain of about 6 yards on that pass from Weiss to Wallace. That's the same type of play that they've been trying to execute tonight with Martin and trying to use his speed to break down the field after the catch. But that spot's been there all night, right on the right up behind the left side of the line, about 5 yards. Now we've got a wishbone with Martin and Adams moving Wallace over, and handoff to Martin. He's brought down, though, for a loss of the play of about 1. That'll bring up third and about 11 for Trigg County.
You know, last week, Jaquelis did a good job running between the tackles. Got 120 yards rushing. Ran between the tackles, but that's not there so far tonight. Marshall County, I think, may have saw the film, and they've decided that they're going to try and take both the edge and the inside away from Martin.
Big third down play for Trigg County here. Adams to the right of Weiss. Weiss receives the snap. He hands off to Adams right up the middle onto the right side, and he's brought down by a host of tacklers. He might have gained a yard on the play. Be a fourth down for Trigg County. First time really all season they've sort of been in field goal range, but looks like they're going to go for it. Coach Peach is sending Weiss back to the huddle. Also sending Jaden Vaughn back into the game along with Lockard. Out comes Burcham. And we need to have one more come out because we've had one go in. And that's, well, no one went out, so we're going to take a timeout. We had too many players on the field. Timeout, Trigg County. With 5:29 to go in the first quarter, Trigg leads 2-0 over Marshall County. You're listening to 106.5 WKDZ and worldwide at WKDZradio.com.
Mental errors are getting us right now.
You just can't have that.
No. Welcome back to Purdue Field as the Wildcats lead the Marshalls 2-0.
Fourth down for Trigg County from the Marshall 19. Weiss in the shotgun with Adams to his right. He steps back. He's looking to his left. He launches the ball to Martin, who's in the end zone. It's just a bit short. And Marshall will take over from their own 19. 5:29 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, Weiss needed to probably wait about another half second. Martin was running a corner route and ball just a little underthrown, but it kind of sank fast and it didn't give him a chance to come back to the football. So
yeah, he was
Marshall,
open. He was open.
He was.
Just,
that's there. You tuck that one away for future efforts. Put that in the mental file cabinet and use that one later. 5:29 to go opening quarter. The Wildcats pitching a 2-0 shutout so far.
Here comes Marshall County with Quinn Smith, their quarterback, in the shotgun. And he hands off to number 19, Reese, who is brought down in the backfield by Matt Alex Ladd.
That defensive line is bringing the heat. The McNichols heating and cooling.
Good play by Matt Alex. Matt Alex has primarily been playing offensive line last season and this season, the center for Trigg County. 5-yard loss on the play for Marshall County. Puts them at about the 12-yard line for 2nd and 15. They've moved Linton in to be a defensive guard and slid Jordan Wilson over out at defensive tackle. Here come the Marshalls. Smith is a junior quarterback. Called a penalty flag, or actually,
nope.
Looks like going to be a timeout.
Going to be a timeout on Marshall County.
So 4:39 to go. Trigg leads by virtue of a safety, 2-0 over Marshall County. You're listening to Wildcat Football on 106.5 WKDZ.
Well, this one's been interesting so far.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Purdue Field. 4:39 to go here in the first quarter, and Trigg County is holding on to a 2-0 lead. The Marshals have the ball down on the Trigg County 12-yard line.
I think if you had to put a soundtrack to this first quarter so far, it'd be Yakety Sax by Boots Randolph.
Trigg County native. Smith in the shotgun for the Marshals. He's under pressure from Burcham. He's back in the end zone and just kind of throws the ball away. They say that he had a receiver in the area, but it wasn't very close. So brings up third down for the Marshals, 3rd and 15 from their own 12.
Just rolling out to the right, was out of the pocket, and good pressure up the middle by this Wildcat defense. And that's something the switch, I guess, has done. They're getting a little more pressure up front by this line. You've got Jordan Wilson in there, Tayshawn Linton, Matt Alex Ladd, and Luke Alexander.
Yeah, defensively, we've looked better these two series than we have since the Ballard County game. It's a really good omen for this game.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they don't pin their ears back and try it again.
Here comes Marshall County, 3rd and 15. Now they've called a penalty. Probably a legal procedure, I'd say. No, encroachment against Trigg County.
Going to move that up 5 yards.
So that'll bring up about 2nd and 10 for the Marshals from their own 18-yard line. They're moving left to right on your radio dial toward the east end zone here
That's
at Purdue
actually
Field.
3rd and 10.
Oh, 3rd and 10.
3rd
yes.
and 10.
Even better. Here's Smith in the shotgun. He's rolling out to the left, and he decides to tuck it and run, and he's brought down, maybe picked up a yard on the play. Good tackle on the play that time by Luke Alexander. 4th down for the Marshals, 4th and about 9. They're going to punt.
And a thank you to the Trigg County staff for deflating the tunnel where we can now see the scoreboard. I think the coaches said something about that too. Trigg couldn't read the scoreboard.
Martin is lined up on the Marshall 42. Trigg County with the potential for really good field position. Marshall's back to punt. Almost blocked. Ball takes a deep roll, though, against Trigg County all the way down to the Trigg 39-yard line where they'll take over 1st and 10. So Martin didn't get a chance to return the punt.
Yeah, could return that one. That one's allowed to hit the ground because it never got more than 8 feet off the ground.
Marshall will take the result, being far back as they were in their own territory. Trigg County with decent field position at their own 39. Looking to connect on a few passes. What has looked really good for Trigg County so far has been Adams up the middle. He has really turned out to be the running back Trigg County hoped he would be. He was primarily a defensive player before this season. Trigg County has 3 receivers to the near side, Skinner, Vaughn, and Martin. Adams in the pistol behind Weiss. Weiss takes the snap, and he quickly throws the ball right a little bit behind Martin. Their timing is just off between the two of them tonight.
Well, that time it was Jaden Vaughn on the slant pass.
Okay.
And he split the difference between Vaughn and Dylan Skinner, and it went incomplete. Good to see Dylan Skinner back playing tonight. He was one of the 2 knocked out last week, went to the hospital, I think, with ribs. I was concerned it may have been a hip injury, but I think they said it was just some bruised ribs, and he's back playing tonight. He leads the Wildcats this year in receptions.
Yeah, bruised ribs only bother you when you're breathing, so you can still play with those.
Sure.
2nd and 10 for Trigg. They're going to take a timeout. Trigg takes a timeout. 3:36 to go in the first quarter. Trigg leads 2, Marshall 0. You're listening to Wildcat Football Worldwide, WKDZRadio.com, and locally 106.5 WKDZ.
Goodness. Used all our timeouts, and it's still 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Oh, my gosh.
That's what this is.
Come on. I think it's going to be that 14-7 score.
I mean, Benny Hill's going to come out here and
Yakety Sax.
That's right. welcome back to Purdue Field as the Wildcats take over.
2nd and 10 for Trigg County. Weiss hands off to Adams up the middle, who storms forward and gets about a yard forward progress. They pull him back behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to mark him with forward progress of about 2 yards to the Wildcat 42. Brings up 3rd and 8 for Trigg County from their own 42-yard line, headed toward the west end zone.
5 carries, 22 yards for Kendrick Adams tonight. He leads the Wildcats rushing. Martin has lost 5 yards on 3 carries.
So 3rd and 8 for Trigg. They've got 3 receivers to the near side. Skinner, Vaughn, and Martin. Adams in the pistol right behind Weiss. He receives the snap and steps back and looks to his left, but then is brought under pressure. He gets loose. He turns and he launches the ball downfield to Vaughn, who catches the ball and steps out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. So, really good play for Trigg County there. About 22-yard gain for Trigg for a first down. Trigg
nice
County.
Goodwin Insurance first down right there.
They're going to mark the ball at the 34 on the near hash for Trigg. We survived the pressure there and found Martin wide open. Not Martin, but Jaden Vaughn, who is his largest target, the freshman at 6'4", and caught the ball there with a lot of confidence. And had he not been so close to the sideline, might have been able to scamper up for a few more yards. He hands off now to Adams, who gets clear all the way to the 25, to the 20, and is brought down at about the 19 for yet another first down, Trigg County. Adams quickly up the middle. It's been a strong play for Trigg County tonight. So Trigg County is now in the red zone at the Marshall 19, 1st and 10. They're up 2-0 by virtue of a safety early in the game. It's 2:36 to go in the first quarter. Trigg now with a wishbone behind Weiss with Adams as the fullback, and he hands off to Martin at the tailback. He comes over to the left side, and he's brought down, loss of a play of about 2 yards as he is brought out of bounds at about the 21. So that'll be 2nd and 12 for Trigg from the Marshall 21. Trigg went to the short side of the field, playing on the hash to the near side. They're going to go back to the pistol now on the 2nd down play with Adams behind Weiss, Skinner and Martin to the near side. Turns around and quickly throws to Connor Wallace, who's going to scamper all the way to the end zone for a touchdown, Trigg County. 21-yard touchdown pass play. Weiss to Wallace. This time they went to the right side. Trigg County is now up 8-0. O'Connor's happy about that reception. Nichols on to the field for Trigg County, having a good season so far, hitting 83% of his extra points, and it's up, and it's good. So with 1:52 to go in the first quarter, Trigg County having a great game so far. They're up 9-0 over the Marshall County Marshals. You're listening to 106.5 WKDZ.
Am I the only one that feels like there's never enough time in my day, week, or month to do what I really want and need to do? I need to have more time with my kids, my husband. And how about a little time for me? Thank goodness for Homemade by Hancock's. They're ready to heat and eat meals. The Hancock's Kitchen Crew cooks up amazing meals that I feel good about feeding my family. They love it, and I love it too. Hancock's Neighborhood Market, giving me just a little more time to enjoy my life.
Hancock's, we make time for you.
As the Wildcats go down the field and score to go up 9-0 now with 1:52 to go here in the first quarter.
Nichols kicking off for Trigg. Kicking off right to left from the near hash. And it's a good kick all the way down to about the 15, where it's returned by the Marshals. And looks like Dakota Lockard brings down the Marshall runner at about the 24-yard line where they'll take over from their own 24, 1st and 10.
There's a flag on the play. That's usually a hold.
Trigg blocking and tackling much better tonight than they've ever done.
Or it's a no flag. So
yeah, they wave it off. So here come the Marshals. Their quarterback, Smith. Behind him is Garrett Parker, 5'10", 205-pound senior running back for Marshall County. And he hands off to him, who comes up the middle, and he breaks loose. He breaks a few tackles and gets down to about the 27-yard line for a gain of about, well, they're going to give him a gain of about 5 yards. So it'll be up 2nd and 5 for Marshall County. They're going to mark it at the 28. 2nd and 5 for Marshall from their own 28. That was Marshall's best run on the night so far. Parker looks a lot bigger than 205. He gets the ball again right up the middle, but Trigg breaks through the backfield. Luke Alexander in on the tackle. Brings him down for a loss of about 1. They might actually spot it for a gain of about a foot. 3rd down play for Marshall County from their own 28-yard line.
Marshall in no hurry to get plays off. They want to shorten this game as much as possible. Use as much time off the play clock as they can. We're already under a minute to go in the first quarter with Trigg up 9-0.
Here come the Marshals with Parker behind Smith. They've got three receivers actually to the far side. Smith looks to the left and throws over the middle where the ball is caught at about the 45-yard line. He breaks a tackle, one man to beat, and he beats him around the far side. Marshall's going to go all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. Will be about an 81-yard touchdown play for Marshall County. 71-yard touchdown play for Marshall County.
That shouldn't happen.
No, that shouldn't happen. That was our worst looking on defense tonight right there. We missed some tackles there at the end. Weren't expecting Marshall to throw the ball. They don't throw the ball that often. In fact, I would dare say that's got to be their longest pass play on the year.
That's only the 20th time they've thrown it this year.
Yeah, they only had 142 yards passing throughout their first 4 games. They're in to kick the extra point where it's up, and it is good. So Marshall's on the board with 6.4 seconds to go in the first quarter. Trigg still leads 9-7. This is 106.5 WKDZ.
Community banking should be about community. At FNB, we've been proud to serve the Trigg County community in good times and bad. Your health, safety, and business are important business to us. To date, we've proudly served over 50 businesses in Trigg County with PPP loans, totaling over $2.5 million. Our lenders are your neighbors, and they are ready to help every step of the way. We invite you to come start something today at your nearest FNB.
FNB Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back into Purdue Field, where the Marshals took to the air.
I'm Nick Soboleski,
to take it down the field and draw the score within 9-7. The Wildcats still lead with 6.4 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Parker to kick for the Marshals. Martin back on his own 10. Jaden Vaughn and Kendrick Adams standing at about the 20. He just has a little pooch kick over to the side, and Trigg better get on the ball. It actually goes out of bounds at about the Wildcat 28-yard line. Only 2.8 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Things were about to get real interesting if that thing had not rolled itself out of bounds.
Yeah, he was really hoping it would go out of bounds so he wouldn't have to field it, but he played with...
he didn't see that Marshall coming right down his back.
So since it went out of bounds, they're going to mark it at the 35, and Trigg will take over 1st and 10 from there. Just one play to go in the first quarter. Skinner is split out to the near side, Martin to the far side. Trigg in the pistol with Adams behind Weiss. And Weiss turns around and throws quickly just a bit behind Skinner. Incomplete for Trigg County.
That wraps up our first quarter here at Purdue Field. The Wildcats lead the Marshals 9-7. You're listening to Wildcat Football here on WKDZ 106.5 and all around the world at WKDZradio.com.
I'm Nick Soboleski, a Select Quote agent with a true story that could save you hundreds of dollars a year. A woman named Linda just called. Her husband, Ray, has a $300,000 group life insurance policy, but is changing jobs and can't take it with him. Well, I shopped the many highly rated term life insurance companies we represent, like Prudential and Mutual of Omaha, and found Ray, who is 41 and takes medication to control his cholesterol, a 10-year, $500,000 policy for under $27 a month. That's almost twice the coverage for less than half of what he had paid. If SelectQuote hasn't shopped for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote, call 800-589-5599. That's 800-589-5599. 800-589-5599. Or go to SelectQuote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Or price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Adams had about a 7-yard gain on the play, but they're going to bring it back now. Was going to be third down, but I guess it'll stay second down. They're going to mark the ball at about the 25-yard line. Trigg County's own 25. They're now moving left to right on your radio dial. Be about 2nd and 20 for them from there. Weiss goes to the huddle. Marshall County in that patented orange. Pistol formation with Adams right behind him. Lockard and Skinner to the near side. Vaughn and Martin to the far side. Weiss steps back. He's looking over to his left. He throws the ball to Adams and hits him right in the fingertips and just can't bring it in. Incomplete. Trigg County's had a lot of passes in the hands and on the chest tonight that just haven't been able to be brought in for receptions. So 3rd and 20 for Trigg County from their own 25.
Got to draw that ball into your body.
Skinner is split out to the far side. We've got 3 receivers to the near side. Pistol formation for Weiss. He gets the snap, and he's looking over to Skinner and throws it just a little bit out of his range at around the 45-yard line where it's incomplete. So Trigg will have to punt. Last punt for Vaughn went 59 yards and set up the safety. Jaden Vaughn, freshman punter. Great nephew of a pretty good football player by the name of Alvin Douglas Baker, wore number 8 for Trigg County back in the 80s. Scott, you may have heard of him. Vaughn on another good punt that lands at about the Marshall 45 and takes a good roll, but it is fielded by the Marshals, and he's heading up midfield. Brought down, though, at about the 46-yard line of Marshall County.
I think they learned their lesson on that last punt. If you're close to it, you better be picking it up.
Jaden has really looked strong as a punter tonight. He'll have a great future ahead of him as Trigg County's punter over the next 4 years.
Well, it gives you options back there. If it's a low snap or a high snap and he has to take off and run, you've got an athlete back there. We saw Jacoby Bridges do that the last couple of years. He turned nothing into something.
Here comes the Marshals. He hands off to Parker, who gets around the right side and barrels his way outside around the 45 of Trigg County for a gain of about 6 yards on the play. But there is a penalty on the play.
And it's coming back.
Holding
on the Marshals.
So they'll move the ball back more deep into Marshall territory. They're going to spot the ball at about the 35-yard line. Bring up about first and they got to get all the way to the Trigg 42 from their own 35.
First and 23.
Too much math for me, Kyle. That's what I need you here, that young mind over here. Man can work the computer here and all of our technical equipment.
If you'd like to see video coverage of tonight's game, just head over to WKDZRadio.com right now.
Here comes Marshall County with a man in motion. Penalty on the play. Of course, tomorrow...
That is a delay of game.
Delay of game. Tomorrow, the Kentucky Wildcats play the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Kickoff is at 6:30. Coverage will begin right here at 4:30.
Should be a fun one.
Mike Leach, coach for Mississippi State, got his start at UK under Hal Mumme.
That may be a 90-80 game, the way both defenses are.
And the weather, of course, might have a big role in that, too, if the Hurricane Delta gets up to Kroger Field.
All right, 60-50 then.
Smith in the pistol for Marshall County, 1st and 23. He gets upfield a little bit, keeps the ball, and he's brought down by Connor Wallace at about the 43-yard line. So he actually gained about 10 yards on the play. And it's second now and about, looks like about 15 for Marshall from their own 42-yard line. Kind of a busted play for Marshall County that bore some fruit. Connor Wallace is playing safety for Trigg and saved a potential touchdown there. Marshall's got 3 receivers to the near side. Pistol formation with the big Parker behind Smith. Smith rolls out to the right side. He's under pressure from Linton, and he just launches the ball over number 19, incomplete. Bring up 3rd down for the Marshals.
It's a little bit interesting formation for the Marshals. See the 3 wideouts all line up behind each other.
Kind of line them up right behind each other, but Trigg covered it well. 3rd and 16 for the Marshals from their own 41-yard line. It's important for Trigg to get a stop here, get the ball back. They're sending 2 receivers to the near side. Hendricks and Wallace on them. And the quarterback is rolling out to the right, and he gets a completion at about the 50-yard line, and the receiver stumbles all the way to the Trigg 45. Going to be short and bring up about 4th and 3 for the Marshals from the Trigg 45.
Turf monster got him.
Actually, they're going to say they're going to mark it at the 46-yard line and say went out. That turf monster grabbed him a little earlier than we thought. So 4th and 5 for Marshall County from the Trigg 46. Looks like Marshall's going to go for it here.
Yeah.
We got 2 receivers to the near side. Smith in the shotgun. They're trying to draw Trigg off sides. Doesn't work, so they look back to the coach on the far side. I think they're going to take a timeout. So Marshall takes another timeout. 9:48 to go in the first half. Trigg leading 9-7 over Marshall County. You're listening to Wildcat Football on 106.5 WKDZ.
Portner's Collision is here for you now during these uncertain times. Just like they've always been there for you, they know that collision is the last thing you need right now, but no matter when it happens, they help take some of the stress away from working with your insurance company to returning your vehicle in pre-collision condition. Damon and his crew provide a quality job completed in a timely manner. Rest assured, Portner Collision is here today, and they'll be here tomorrow. Portner's Collision, Glenwood Mill Road in Cadiz.
Welcome back to Purdue Field. 9:48 to go here in the second quarter. The Wildcats lead 9-7 6-7, and the Marshals are set up for a 4th and 5. We're going to see what they come out here with, Jameis.
4th and 5 from the Trigg 46. 9:48 to go in the second quarter. Marshals are bringing 2 receivers to the near side. Got a new running back, though. Reese, Logan Reese, a junior, back behind Smith. And Smith turns and throws quickly, and it's incomplete to the near side. So Trigg will take over on downs from their own 46. Pretty good field position for Trigg County. Trigg's been able to hold the lead the whole game so far after having a safety early in the first quarter. Coming out now in the pistol with Adams behind Weiss. They move him over to the right side. Martin to the near side. He hands off to Adams up the middle. Fakes a little throw, though. Adams is caught in the backfield, though, and brought down about 4-yard loss on the play. So they're going to mark it now at the 44, though. So it'll be 2nd and 12 for Trigg. They gave him a bit of progress. Vaughn and Martin to the near side with Lockard and Skinner to the far side. Weiss in the pistol with Adams behind him, signals him over to the left side. Weiss looks toward Vaughn, who catches the ball and turns up inside all the way down to the Marshall 44-yard line.
That's going to be close to a first down.
Going to be a little short, maybe about a yard. And it's going to be 3rd and 1 for Trigg County. The flag folks aren't, well, they did signal first down.
They signaled first down. There he goes. He's flipping it now. He's flipping to the first down. That's a Goodwin Insurance first down for the Trigg County Wildcats.
Trigg on the Marshall 44. This time Adams in the Wildcat runs up the middle and gains about 3 yards on the play, gets to almost the 40. They're going to mark it just a little shy of the 40, so Trigg kind of swaps it up there with Adams in a Wildcat formation. Mark it at the Marshall 41, 2nd and 7 for Trigg. Wallace and Bertram go out of the game. Jaden Vaughn into the game. Of course, he'll be split out to the near side with Martin, Lockard, and Skinner to the far side on this 2nd down and 7 play. Adams is to the left of Weiss. Weiss launches to the near side, and Vaughn catches the ball again and is brought out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. For a strong gain for Trigg County. Going to bring up about 3rd and... Are they going to mark it?
Nope, that's a first down. A Goodwin Insurance first down.
So timing has been good with Jaden Vaughn here on this near side in the second quarter. 7:58 to go in the second quarter. Trigg moving the ball to the east end zone. It's on about the 34-yard line, 1st and 10. Lockard and Skinner to the far side with Vaughn and Martin to the near side. Weiss in the pistol with Adams behind him. He hands off to Adams, who comes over to the right side. Strong gain all the way down to about the 27-yard line. Good blocking up front that time by the Trigg County offensive line. 2nd down for Trigg.
7:42 to go first half, 9-7 Trigg County. Trigg got a safety and a touchdown to Wallace. Marshall answered with a 71-yard pass play.
2nd and 5 for Trigg from the Marshall 28. Skinner split out to the near side. Keaton Harris now in the backfield for Trigg County. He hands off to Harris, who goes over to the left side and maybe picks up a yard or two. Going to bring up 3rd down for Trigg, 3rd and 4. Keaton filling the role of Kelsey Parham, who was out from last week's concussion. That's a big loss for Trigg County. Kelsey was really having a good game last week until he got hurt against Crittenden County. 3rd and about 3 for Trigg. And we've got a penalty on the play.
Gonna bring it back 5 yards.
A legal procedure for Trigg County. Bring up about 3rd and 8. Ball at the Marshall 33.
So much easier to call a 3rd and 3 play as it is a 3rd and 8 play.
Sure is. Back to the pistol formation. Bringing Adams now over to the left side of Weiss. Weiss looks to the right. And this overthrows Martin a tad, incomplete. 4th down for Trigg County, 4th and 8.
I think you go for it.
Certainly looks like Trigg's going to go for it.
You're at the 31. Punt does you no good.
Yeah, they've got it at the 31. It's about 4th and 8.
I take that back. A punt does you good if you have a punter who is experienced and can pin it inside the 10. But, you know, if you're at the 31, you put it in the end zone, it comes out to the 20. You only gained 11 yards.
Trigg now sending 3 receivers to the far side on this 4th down play. Adams to the right of Weiss. Weiss looking to the left. And throws the ball wide open is Dakota Lockard. And he really regrets that one. He's grabbing his helmet in disappointment because he would have had a touchdown. But Holding
would have brought it back anyways.
Yeah, there you go. So Dakota shouldn't feel too bad about that. It would have come back anyway.
Marshall County declines that. And Trigg County will turn over the ball.
So the Marshals will take over from their own 31, 1st and 10. They're heading toward the field house, the west end zone.
If you're old school, wasn't quite a Jackie Smith drop in the end zone like there was back in the Super Bowl of the Bradshaw Staubach days, but that was a wide open pass. Like you said, though, it's moot because a holding would have brought it back anyway.
Penalty against Trigg County. Unsportsmanlike against Trigg. Not sure what that was. It must have been some mouthing because there wasn't any fisticuffs or anything like that. But not a good outcome for Trigg there because that puts the ball all the way on the 46, Marshall's own 46, and gives them, they'll be 1st and 10 from there.
Player coming out for Trigg, so you don't need a slide rule and a compass to figure out who the penalty was on.
Smith in the pistol. He hands off right up the middle, and man's caught at the line of scrimmage. That's Jordan Wilson from Cerulean, Kentucky, bringing him down, along with Caden Burcham.
He might have even lost a yard on that.
Good to see Trigg stopping the interior run. We haven't done that very well in the last 3 games. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Trigg leads 9-7 over Marshall County. Smith in the pistol with Garrett Parker behind him. They put a man in motion.
Whoa!
And there's a penalty on the play. Legal procedure
on Marshall.
A lot of penalties in this game so far. They're going to move Marshall back 5 yards and spot the ball at the 41, their own 41. Brings up 2nd and 15 for them. Clock is running. At least the official signaled for it, too, anyway. Trigg's defense playing a lot better tonight. Here is Smith. Man in motion to the near side. He rolls out to the right, and it is complete to the 44-yard line, and Trigg brings him down at about the 48-yard line. So Marshall has about a 7-yard gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and about 8 for them from their own 48. That was complete to Logan Reese, number 19, who's been a good offensive target for Marshall County tonight. Lockard on the stop.
Trigg has to get Marshall off the field on this third down play. Clock running, 5:16. You get a stop, get the ball back. You have a chance to maybe get down the field and get some points, but you can't let Marshall move the chains here.
Marshall quickly comes to the line of scrimmage. And yet another penalty on the play. A legal procedure.
Going to have
Marshall
legal
County.
procedure, yep. Marshall County backing it up.
I'll take things that move before the snap for 200, Alex. What is the right guard?
Third and about 13 for Marshall County from their own 44-yard line, maybe their own 43-yard line. They've got two receivers split out to the far side, and they are hustling to the line of scrimmage again. Smith receives the snap, and he rolls out to the right. He's looking downfield. Lockard closing in on him. It's up, and it's incomplete. Oh, they're going to
throw a pass interference on Trigg County.
The crowd is not very happy about that call.
Wow.
Really wasn't much contact. The ball was behind the receiver. Not sure it was a catchable ball. That was a bit of a gift to Marshall County. I didn't see any contact at all that time. Did you, Scott?
It's just a jump ball. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit, but not enough that kept him from catching it because it's a jump ball.
Yeah, he wasn't deterred at all from being able to catch the ball.
So I rescind the comment about getting them off the field. Marshall gets a new set of downs with 4:38 to go at the Trigg 40.
Marshall sends a man in motion to the far side. They hand off to him, number 27, Dunnigan. And he's caught in the backfield, though, and brought down for a loss of about one. I think Tayshawn Linton, big freshman defensive tackle for Trigg County on the play. They're actually going to bring it up for no gain or no loss. 2nd and 10 for Marshall County from the Trigg 41.
4:10 to go here in the first half. Trigg County leads 9-7. Marshall County driving.
They got Reese split out to the near side in the pistol formation with Parker behind Smith. Trigg showing a bit of a blitz here. Smith rolls out. He's under pressure. He launches the ball right down the middle of the field to Reese, who catches the ball at the 10-yard line, and he's caught by Martin and tackled at about the 2.
That can't happen. Wow. You cannot let someone get behind your secondary. Can't do it.
So a gain of about 39 yards for Marshall County. Bring up 1st and goal for them from the Trigg 2-yard line here, trying to get into the west end zone at Purdue Field. 3:30 to go in the second quarter. Trigg has no timeouts left.
We'll remind you that the Marshalls will get the ball coming out of halftime, too.
They've got Parker, their big tailback, in. Smith's going to get the ball and hand off to him right up the middle, but he's caught and stuffed. Maybe lost 2 yards on the play.
Trigg County line bringing the heat, the McNichols Heating and Cooling Blitz.
It's 58 Cole Renfro on a key stop there. 2nd and about 4 now for Marshall County. 2:52 to go in the second quarter. They're at the Trigg 4-yard line in the red zone. I don't dare call it the orange zone, Scott.
You call it whatever zone you want if your defense can keep them out of the end zone. Call it the purple kernel zone of Caverna.
2 split outs to the far side for Marshall County. Quarterback's rolling out, and he's going to get in for the touchdown. 4-yard run.
Touchdown
for their quarterback, Quinn Smith. Marshall now will take their first lead of the game. Score right now is 13-9. Marshall over Trigg with 2:23 to go in the first half. Marshall back to kick. That's Talon Smothers, a junior kicker for them. And here comes the snap and the hold, and it's up, and it's left. Oh, no, I thought it was left, but they're marking that it was good, however. So it's 14-9 Marshall County with 2:23 to go in the first half. You're listening to Wildcat Football on 106.5 WKDZ.
Your phone, locked. Your car, locked. Your home, locked. Your prescription medications? Did you know that most people who misuse prescription medications get them from the homes of friends and family members?
We're all sure to lock up the things that we find valuable, but what's more valuable than the safety of those you love?
Your prescription medications? Locked. Brought to you by the Penny Royal Regional Prevention Center.
Paid for by the Kentucky DBH-DID through the SAMHSA PFS 2015 grant.
You're listening to Trigg Football on 106.5 WKDZ FM. KDIZ, Hopkinsville, Princeton.
Welcome back to Purdue Field as the Marshals take over the lead 14-9 as they have gone to the air tonight.
Logan Parker, their freshman kicker, tries an onside kick, but I don't think it's going to make the mandatory 10 yards.
Nope.
Only gets to the 49, so he's 1 yard short. Everyone's saying that wasn't a good idea.
Clyde Height Lubricants and Fasteners scoreboard at the half. Greenwood over Christian County 15-7. This is a bit of a surprise. Mayfield leading Paducah Tillman 28-0.
Wow.
The score there. Owensboro Catholic tied 7-7.
Kyle, that may have been a little moisture that you talked about earlier tonight, holding that ball on the grass short of the mandatory 10 yards for the onside kick. So Trigg will now take over with good field position on the Marshall 49, 1st and 10.
Let's hope that comes back to haunt Marshall County.
Weiss gets the snap, and he throws to Vaughn, who turns up and breaks a tackle. He gets all the way down to about the 40-yard line for about an 8-yard gain for Trigg County. So Vaughn to the far side has been a good play for Trigg County tonight. 2nd and 2 for Trigg from the Marshall 40-yard line. Headed to the east end zone. Vaughn, Lockard, and Martin, all three to the near side. Weiss gets the snap. He turns and launches to Martin, who catches the ball at about the 38, and he's brought down at about the 33-yard line. First down, Trigg County.
That's a Goodwin Insurance first down for all your local insurance needs. Go see the good folks at Goodwin Insurance.
Good to see Trigg connecting really well here right before halftime, getting our timing lined up. A minute and a half to go in the second quarter. Trigg move there.
Yep.
Going to be a legal procedure.
Back them up 5 yards. 1st and 15.
But we'll stop the clock for them. They don't have any timeouts. They burned all their timeouts in the first quarter. Going to put the ball at the Marshall 38. Clock is now running. 1:25 to go in the second quarter. Trigg needs to hurry up a bit if they want to try to score before halftime. They're going to probably launch the ball to the end zone here. Marshall's going to take a timeout, though, to prepare again. Oh, it's official timeout.
No, officials timeout.
So the officials are huddling. And looks like they're getting ready to make an adjustment on the football. Going to move it up an extra yard.
All right.
Put it at about the 38-yard line. Trigg hustles to the line of scrimmage. Clock now running. About a minute to go. Here comes the snap to Weiss. He launches down to Martin, who's in double coverage. Almost caught the ball at the end zone, but incomplete. We'll stop the clock. 2nd and 15 for Trigg.
Trigg fans wanting a flag there since one was thrown on them earlier. They're not going to get that. No retaliatory flag thrown. 55 seconds to go. Trigg facing 2nd and 15 at the Marshall 38-yard line.
Vaughn is split out to the near side. Skinner split out to the far side. Weiss steps back. He's looking for Vaughn. Martin catches it, though, right at the 21-yard line and gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They're going to mark him at the 22.
It's going to be a Goodwin Insurance first down.
Martin has had 2 receptions this series. Timing looking a lot better. That's going to bode well for the second half. 49 seconds to go in the second quarter. Trigg 9, Marshall 14. Trigg trying to score right here before halftime. Weiss in the shotgun. He looks to the far side. He throws the ball, and it's intercepted by number 19, Reese, who's bringing the ball back to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. 45, one man to beat. He turns back up the middle. He's on the 25, the 20, 15, 10, 5. No flags on the field. Touchdown, Marshall County. He brought it back the whole length of the field.
That can't happen. Can't throw that pass with 30 seconds to go in the half. And then you can't let him run 100 yards back the other way. That's a give-up play right there. Somebody's got to get to him and bring him down, knock him out of bounds, do something. That can't happen.
So Marshall back for the extra point. Kicker is Talon Smothers. And they say it's good. And so they have 3 touchdowns now. The score is 21, Marshall County, Trigg 9, 31 seconds to go before halftime. This is 106.5 WKDZ.
Herb Hayes Furniture, always the best.
Hi, this is Leanne with Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress. This month, we want to honor those who fought breast cancer like our own Mama Hayes, and those who fight or continue to battle breast cancer. A percentage of our sales now through the end of October will be donated to the Pink Ribbon Network. Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress, where you always get the best selection, the best furniture at the best price on the boulevard in Hopkinsville.
Herb Hayes Furniture, always the best.
Welcome back to Purdue Field. 31 seconds to go here in the first half. Marshall County now leads 21-9 as they have a pick six that goes back 100 yards.
Last time, Marshall tried an onside kick that was not successful.
And
they do a little pooch kick that goes about 20 yards, and Trigg recovers it. Dakota Lockhart does at about the 36-yard line.
100 yards is the longest high school interception you can have, according to the Federation rules. You could be 8 yards deep in the end zone, return it all the way. It's still a 100-yard interception. Now, in the pros, it's how deep you are in the end zone. So if he was 8 yards deep and brought it out, it'd be a 108-yard interception return. Riley Stallings had 2 100-yard pick sixes in his career at Trigg County that I think that set a state record.
Wow.
Trigg takes over at their own 35. Weiss throws the ball over to Vaughn and kind of bounces off his pads for an incomplete. 24 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 10 for Trigg. Trigg really has looked like they have the better team, but just had a few plays that Marshall has turned us on our ear tonight. Martin and Vaughn to the near side. Weiss gets the snap. Throws to Martin, who catches it at about the 36-yard line, but they're going to rule it incomplete as it bounced out of his hands. He should have been able to pull that one in.
Ball's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Wildcats.
3rd and 10 with 20 seconds to go, right before halftime.
It's just been a comedy of errors for Trigg County in this one. I can't believe that a 1-3 team would come in overconfident, but it's almost like they just thought they could show up and win this one.
Weiss in the pistol. And he hands off to Kenny Adams up the middle, who gains about a yard on the play.
That's pretty much the white flag of the first half right there.
Yep. That's going to do us.
So at the end of the first half.
Now Marshall's going to call their last timeout. They want to try and get the ball back or block the punt.
2.2 seconds to go. Marshall called the timeout.
That's quite interesting.
Trigg was already running off the field. Errors on Trigg County tonight. We do have a young team. Lost 22 seniors from last year's team, and this is the 5th game of the season. Timing just off a little bit here and there on some passes. Here come the Marshals now. Trigg with Vaughn back to punt at about the 24-yard line. And Jaden gets off a good high punt. It's going to come down about the Marshall 30, and Trigg's going to bring down the receiver at the 30, and that will end the first half with Trigg down to Marshall 21-9.
21-9, our halftime score, joined by Wildcat head coach Mark Peach. I guess kind of a premonition of things to come. You had to call 3 timeouts in that first quarter. That's never good when you're having to call them because of players lining up.
Yeah, just personnel groupings. We worked it all week. We practiced all week. We walked through it, and then we came out here. The guys acted like they didn't know who to put in, but we'll just keep repping it, you know what I'm saying, to try and alleviate that and remind them who's in. We didn't have any issues during the week, but we did tonight. Proud of our guys defensively. Gosh, we're bringing it. What a great spirit about them, fight about them. Offensively, we just can't get out of our own way. I don't know. I mean, I lost count of how many drop passes after 6. I know we're probably somewhere between 6 and 10 easily. And the interception before the half, we had a kid run a wrong route, but when one kid runs a wrong route, all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, it's not the same route where we're wide open and we drop that touchdown pass. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it happens. I'm proud of our kids. They're playing extremely hard. If we can just, minimize the penalties, mistakes, drops, etc., and all that, we get a score to start the second half. We got a chance to get back in this game if we can just keep playing hard.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Wildcat head coach Mark Peach as the Wildcats trail 21-9. Max's Convenience Shop halftime report coming up in 3 minutes. You're listening to Trigg County Wildcat football on 106.5 FM WKDZ.
Keep your dreams on track with Hopkinsville Community College. Don't let unexpected events stand in the way of your future. During uncertain times, it's nice to stay close to home. Take advantage of the lowest tuition in Kentucky and still move forward with your education. The real world is unpredictable. Why pay more? New classes begin every few months. Apply online or call 270-707-3700. College for the real world. Hopkinsville Community College.
This is Mallory Lawrence at Hancock's Neighborhood Market. We have taken extreme measures to ensure a safe and healthy shopping experience. We encourage you to take precautions as well. Our staff is wearing masks and gloves to ensure their safety and yours. We're encouraging spacing between customers when shopping, and we are always in cleaning mode. We love our customers and want to work in cooperation with you to help keep us all safe. Hancock's Neighborhood Market, Cadiz.
In 1971, a dream became a reality for Chapel Allen. That's the year Kentucky Machine and Engineering came into existence. And ever since it began over 49 years ago, they've been providing job opportunities for the people of Cadiz, Trigg, and surrounding communities. Greg and Steve worked alongside their dad, Chapel, in the family business for many years. And now, Steve, along with his son, Kyle, pledge the family tradition will continue on for a third generation. Proud of their employees and proud of their company's commitment to quality and to this community. That's Kentucky Machine and Engineering.
The Katie's Family Restaurant is open for dine-in or for pickup. Visit the Katie's Family Restaurant on Main Street in Katie's for great breakfast, lunch, or dinner. They serve up the best home-cooked meals every day with daily specials and homemade desserts. You can still call ahead for your order pickup, 270-522-2249. Follow the Katie's Family Restaurant on Facebook for the latest specials and information. Visit or call the Katie's Family Restaurant, Main Street, Katie's.
Don't miss one of the most fun haunted attractions around these parts of the country at the Copper Canyon Ranch Haunted Hayride 2020. Your journey will take you through the Old West Ghost Town, where real live actors will be ready to scare you to death. Come if you dare. Copper Canyon Haunted Hayrides every Friday and Saturday after dark. Tickets are just $10 for adults this year, and kids 12 and under are free with a paid adult admission. Enjoy B&R Barbecue. Find out more at CopperCanyonKentucky.com and on Facebook. Come if you dare.
I'm telling you, it's a barn.
No, it's a market. They sell local produce.
You're both wrong. It's a nursery. They sell all types of plants.
None of you are even close. They are a cafe. They sell baked goods, pizzas, subs, and more.
The Country Barn, Garden, and Farm Market in Fairview next to the Jefferson Davis Monument is different things to different people. Starting next Monday, you'll have a chance to bid on $150 gift cards. There'll be 2 auctions each weekday, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. Go to WKDZradio.com and click on Big Deals for more info and to bid.
The teams are in the locker room, and it's time for the Max's Convenience Shops Halftime Report. Max's is your home for 99-cent fountain drinks. Any size, anytime. Let's head back to the stadium for a recap of the first half here on 106.5 WKDZ.
But they are not winning the scoreboard, and the scoreboard is the only thing that matters. As the Wildcats trail Marshall County 21-9 here at halftime. This is the Max's Convenience Shop halftime report. Trigg County outgaining Marshall County. They've got more first downs. However, they've got more penalties, and the 100-yard pick six late in the first half not helping matters any at all. And Jameis Red, you heard Wildcat head coach Mark Peach say it. You know, the mistakes kind of piling up. They came at inopportune times, and when you don't go where you're supposed to go, you don't line up where you're supposed to, those things add up, and that's one of the reasons for a 12-point deficit at halftime.
And when your passes are hitting you in the fingers and in the chest and you miss them, that's really, it hurts you both on the football field and sort of with your confidence.
Yeah, that's the big thing. It's a confidence thing, because the line begins to say, why do I need to block if this guy can't catch? You know, your quarterback's like, I want to throw you the ball, but, you're not showing the ability to catch it. And then the receiver's like, hey, don't throw it to me because I'm not catching it. It's like, no, we need you, to catch the ball. And that's kind of been the problem for Trigg County in the first half. They outgained Marshall County 148-120. Trigg County, though, only able to get 40 rushing yards on 15 carries. Kendrick Adams has 45 yards of that. Martin and Harris lost yards. Well, Martin lost -7. Harris had a carry for 2. Jacob Weiss, 9 of 22 passing for 108 yards. If the receivers had caught the passes on those slants that he threw, he would probably be about 15 of 22 for about 190 yards at the break. He did throw a pick six, though, and that's looming large right now. Jaquelis Martin, 3 catches for 27. Wallace, 2 for 27. And Jaden Vaughn, 4 for 49. Trigg County was penalized for 60 yards in that first half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times for 60 yards. Marshall County only has 120 yards, 11 carries for 8 yards. Trigg County's done a good job of shutting down the run game. Smith has 4 carries for 9 yards. But through the air, he is 4 out of 7 passing for 120 yards. I think 120 yards is probably the most they've had in a half all year long. And 3 of those have went to Logan Reese, including a 71-yard touchdown pass. Marshall County penalized 5 times for 43 yards. Trigg County got on the board first. It was a safety. Dakota Lockard sacked Quinn Smith in the end zone with 8:37 to go in the first quarter. Trigg up 2-0. They went up 9-0 when Weiss hit Wallace for a 21-yard touchdown. Keller Nichols' extra point made it 9-0. And then 21 straight for Marshall County. Logan Reese, a 71-yard catch and run with 6 seconds to go in the first quarter. Quinn Smith, a 4-yard run with 2:23 to go in the first half. Trigg was driving, and then Reese picked off the interception at the goal line, returned it down the right sideline for 100 yards, and it's 21-9 here at the break. Max's Convenience Shop is our halftime report sponsor. Kyle Rader. It's not just gas and soda at Max's Convenience Shop.
Absolutely not. You can pick. Didn't know where Scott was going with that, did we? You could pick up, of course, the 99-cent any size, anytime drink. I like to pick up some ballpark hot dogs from the ones next door when I need a quick lunch, or when the wife says, "Honey, bring home some milk." You can actually do that. Head to your local Max's and make the wife happy and bring home a gallon of milk for the kids. So you are listening to the Max's Convenience Shop halftime show here at Purdue Field. It's 6:08 to go here at halftime. The Wildcats trail the Marshalls 21-9. You're listening to Wildcat football here on WKDZ 106.5 and all around the world at WKDZradio.com.
There's a place where face masks aren't required. The scenery is breathtaking, and the music is usually pretty darn good. Sure, it can get a little rowdy in the back sometimes, but it's also a place where families come together and memories are made. Where is this place, you ask? Why, it's parked outside your house. So grab your keys, round up the family, and go gas up at your local Max's. While you're there, grab an icy for the kids and some snacks for the road. Now, you may grab a face mask for that, but only for a few minutes, and then you're golden. Head out, explore, and see the stunning beauty of our Western Kentucky countryside.
This is Max Arnold. This is your personal invitation to visit my family store. I guarantee you'll get service to the max every time.
99-cent fountain drinks, any size, anytime. Fuel for you. Fuel for your vehicle. Max's Convenience Shop. Max's.
Hi, this is Michael Wilder with Wildcat Chevrolet. October is Truck Month. Come by and check out our great selection of new and used trucks on the lot.
Chevrolet is a proud supporter of the American Cancer Society, and over the past 10 years, they contributed more than $13 million. To help raise money, use the hashtag #IDrive4. Chevrolet will contribute $5 to the American Cancer Society for every social post up to $220,000. Use that on Twitter or Instagram during the month of October.
Or visit us at wildcatchevrolet.com.
The Katie's Rotary was organized May 22, 1966. The mission then, as it is today, is to provide service above self. That service extends to the youth and senior adults of Trigg County. Now, move the clock ahead 50 years later, and the Katie's Rotary is stronger than ever and is known for conducting one of the largest fundraisers in Western Kentucky among Rotary clubs, the Katie's Rotary Radio Auction. For over 50 years, funds have been raised through a partnership with the local and surrounding communities, and because of your generosity, many lives have been changed. A sincere thank you from the Katie's Rotary Club.
Hi, this is Daniel Ingram with H&R Agri-Power. Get a great deal on Kubota utility tractors. Our powerful, versatile lineup is built to do it all. So whether you need to mow, rake, stack, lift or pull, get it done right with a Kubota utility tractor. Right now, get a Kubota utility tractor for 0 down and 0% APR and save up to $3,000. Plus, no payments for 90 days. Now through October 31st, see us or go to Kubota USA for full disclaimer. Come by and see us at H&R Agri-Power on the Eagle Way Bypass in Hopkinsville.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Appropriate. One of the top 10 guitarists of all time passing away this week, Eddie Van Halen. We were discussing on our sports chat about the top 10. He's not number one. I'd put him top 10. Stevie Ray Vaughan would be probably top 2. Jimi Hendrix in there. Jeff Beck. The list escapes me now. Carlos Santana, or Santana would be one. But, yeah, hated to hear that, man. Eddie Van Halen passing away this week due to cancer. Klein Height Lubricants and Fasteners brings you our halftime report. Graves County leading Grayson County 31-0. At the break, Greenwood was leading Christian County 15-7. Paducah Tillman up on Mayfield 28-0 the score there. Owensboro Catholic tied at 7 at halftime. Union County, a future opponent of Trigg County, playing Murray, a past opponent, 15-8. Murray leading Union County in that ball game, and a bit of a surprise at the half. McCracken County leading Bowling Green 7-6 as well. So it's not a lot of games in Western Kentucky this week due to COVID-19 and teams having to shuffle games here and there. And we also have an update. I want to give that one on Todd County and Butler County. And at the half, Butler County leads Todd County 14-13. That a bit of surprise as well. Butler County, though, has one of the best dual-threat quarterbacks in Western Kentucky. His name is Jagger Henderson. And that dude can play. They don't have a lot of other good players on the team, but he's the real deal. They always seem to find a way to produce a good dual-threat quarterback for that system up at Butler County. Clyde Height Lubricants and Fasteners brings you our scoreboard update. They're located on Highway 68, halfway between Cadiz and Gracie. For your high-quality machine engine oils, lubricants, belts, parts, fasteners, chains, plumbing, and construction supplies as well. You name it, they just about got it in there. And Mitch and the gang have been proud supporters of the Trigg County Athletics for many years. And one other thing that you can get at Clyde Height Lubricants and Fasteners, the always reliable interstate battery. With winter coming up, you want to make sure that your car, your vehicle, your farm equipment has good batteries. The last thing you want to do is get up on a cold morning, go to start the car to warm it up, and the car not turn over. And so the interstate battery is one of the best. You can get those at Clyde Height Lubricants and Fasteners, 7491 Hopkinsville Road, supporters of Trigg County Athletics and the sponsor of our scoreboard. The scoreboard here at Purdue Field reads 21-9. Give you an update on what's going on in Trigg County Athletics. Next week begins the soccer postseason already, and Trigg County's boys will host the championship game Monday night at 6 o'clock. They will take on Lyon County. It's only a two-team district, so both teams will automatically advance into the region tournament. The boys' region tournament this year at the Stadium of Champions. The girls' district tournament gets underway Tuesday. Trigg County, the number 2 seed, will be at Crittenden County Tuesday, and the winner will play Lyon County in the championship game on Thursday. And the winner and the runner-up will advance to the region tournament this year that is at Henderson County. I always love it when you have to go to Henderson for region, but that's where the girls is. So soccer postseason next week, and then a week from Monday will be district volleyball. And for Trigg County, they will go in as a 3 seed. They'll play the 2 seed Livingston Central, and that is at Livingston Central. So that's almost as much good news going to Henderson as it is to go to Livingston Central. But that's where the district volleyball will be as well. Congratulations to Hunter Reynolds. Had a strong finish at the boys' state golf tournament this week, made the cut, actually shot a shot better on the second day. And the conditions brutal as far as the greens go. Greens very fast. And as a result, I mean, we're talking Usain Bolt fast. That's how fast they were.
Whoa.
And so... But he put together 2 good rounds, and so we want to congratulate him, his second trip to the state golf tournament in 3 years. Our score at the half, 21-9, second half, is up in 30 seconds here on 106.5 FM WKDC.
99-cent fountain drinks, any size, anytime. Fuel for you. Fuel for your vehicle. Max's Convenience Shop. Max's.
Tomorrow night. Coach Stoops and the Cats are under the lights in Lexington for a prime-time battle. Look out! Mississippi State Bulldogs and your Kentucky Wildcats.
Touchdown, Kentucky!
UK and Mississippi State. Airtime is 4:30 tomorrow afternoon.
On 106.5 WKDZ.
Welcome back to Purdue Field as the Wildcats are set up for the Hancock's Neighborhood Market kickoff.
Keller Nichols out now to kick for Trigg County with the golden shoes. He wears both for football and for soccer. Dad is the soccer coach, Josh Nichols, for whom the soccer field is named. Keller's kicking off with his left leg from the near hash. And it goes all the way down to the 15-yard line where it is fielded by the Marshals. They turn up to this sideline, and it looks like Keaton Harris catches the receiver at about the 33-yard line.
You know, it's got to be a penalty on that Marshall County player coming in trying to blow the pile up after the whistle had blown. You're just not supposed to do that. I mean, you know, the play has been stood up, and you got somebody coming in late trying to move the pile after the whistle blew. That I don't know. They kind of let one go there.
Kind of make it a rugby type thing. 32-yard line, Marshall County, moving right to left on your radio dial. They have a 21-9 lead, 11:52 to go now in the third quarter. Their quarterback is Smith, and he's got two receivers split out. Hand up off the middle, and it's brought down by Kitty Adams after a gain of about 5 yards to about the 36. They're going to mark it for Marshall County. Bring up about 2nd and 5 for them. That was Talon Smothers running the ball for Marshall County. Talk, Scott, about Trigg and Marshall having a few games of the years. Trigg used to play, I think, South Marshall High School even before then, didn't they?
North Marshall.
North Marshall, yeah. South Marshall had a middle
Ken
school.
Barrett was at North Marshall at one time.
Quarterback goes off to the right side. He's going to get out to the 50-yard line all the way down to the 45. He's pushed out of bounds by Martin at about the 44. Big gain there for Marshall County into Trigg County territory. First down for them from the 40. They'll mark it about the 44 of Trigg County. So Trigg County not looking good defensively to start the second half. That's been a problem over the years, coming out flat after halftime. Not just in football, but in many sports for Trigg County. Here come the Marshals with two wideouts. Smith has Ty Swoop behind him, freshman running back. Bumps into him, but hands off to him, and he's drugged down after about an 8-yard gain. He's drugged down by Tayshawn Linton. Brings the ball all the way down to the 37-yard line of Trigg County. Brings up 2nd and about 5. Marshall really moving the ball down the field to start this third quarter. Trigg needs to tighten up the middle. Alex Ladd is not in defensively right now like he was in the first half. Marshall's hustling to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers to the near side, stacked up behind each other, Kyle, as you pointed out earlier. Quarterback draw up the middle to the 30-yard line to the 20.
He's got one man
No
to
one's
beat.
going to catch him, and he's in the end zone. Too easy for Marshall County.
Wow.
Quarterback draw, 38-yard touchdown run there for Smith.
That can't happen. It can't happen. You can't let that happen.
10:25 to go in the third quarter. Trigg comes out flat after halftime. 3 plays right up the middle. 4 plays right up the middle. Talon Smothers back to kick for Marshall County. And it's up. And it's good. So with just 10:25 to go in the third quarter, Marshall leads 28-9. You're listening to Wildcat Football on 106.5 WKDZ.
Tired of sitting in rusted patio furniture? Are your antiques on the verge of going extinct? Bring them back to life. The furniture set on your back deck or the rims on your classic car, powder coating can make the old look like new. Finish Line Industrial Coating KDIS uses state-of-the-art dustless blasting equipment to strip and recoat anything that's metal. From wheels to chairs to trailers and truck frames, Finish Line can bring it back to life. Visit FinishLineIndustrial.com or stop by our Clay Street location, Finish Line Industrial Coatings. Trust the powder coating difference.
Welcome back to Purdue Field with 10:25 to go in the third quarter. The Marshals on a quarterback draw up the middle, take it into the end zone to go up 28-9.
Marshall tried an onside kick two kickoff attempts ago, didn't go but 9 yards, and then they gave a little pooch kick over to Lockard right before halftime. They're going to do the same thing going to Lockard, and it goes out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. So that will put the ball at the 35 for Trigg County, their own 35. This would be a crucial possession for them if they're going to get back in this game. They're down 28-9 with 10:25 to go in the third quarter. This is their first possession of the second half. They're in the pistol with Adams behind Weiss, 3 receivers to the near side. Lockard, Martin, and Vaughn. Skinner to the far side. Weiss connects with Martin at the 40. He turns up all the way up to about the 44. So gets close to a first down for Trigg County. Let's see where they mark it.
Going to mark it just shy of the 45.
So second and about a foot for Trigg County, second and short. On the near hash, the 44-yard line of Trigg County, they're heading toward the east end zone. Vaughn and Martin to the near side, Lockard and Skinner to the far side. Weiss looks over to his right. Little short going for Vaughn, and the ball hits the ground. Incomplete. Brings up third and short. Got to throw the ball a little higher. He can reach it. He's 6'4", just a freshman.
The Wildcat line has done a pretty good job of pass protection tonight. Knock on wood, Weiss hadn't been sacked one time.
Yeah, they've done a good job tonight. Weiss hands off to Adams, who gets the first down, barrels all the way down to the Marshall 49 for a first down, Trigg County.
That's a Goodwin Insurance first down.
Kendrick has been looking strong up the middle, being recruited by Murray State, of course, Miami of Ohio, and Princeton University in New Jersey.
Wow, Princeton.
Yeah, not the town 20 miles north, but several miles north.
He's been recruited, not just by those Tigers.
That's right. Yes. And he's up the middle again. He's going to get about 3 yards on the play. Kendrick does. So he's going to be marked at the 46-yard line of Marshall County. Second and about 6, or second and 7 for Trigg County. 2 runs in a row for Kendrick, junior.
12 carries on the night, 54 yards. Trigg has pretty much given up trying to let Jaquelis Martin run the football. 3 carries for -7, and they've put him in the slot.
Weiss in the shotgun. Gets the snap. He looks over to his left. He throws to Skinner and just a bit outside there. Incomplete. Third and about 7 for Trigg County. 8:21 to go in the third quarter. Trigg down to Marshall 28-9. Titans might get to play Tuesday night if they're COVID clear. Play Buffalo at 6 p.m. here on WKDZ.
Have to wait on those COVID tests tomorrow.
After this play, I'll tell you a story about the Titans and the trouble they're in.
Weiss in the shotgun. He's looking to his left towards Skinner. Actually fires off. It's complete to Lockard, who gets the first down. Steps out of bounds at about the 38. First down.
Goodwin Insurance first down for all of your local insurance needs. Go see the good folks at Goodwin Insurance.
My daughter's at Vanderbilt yesterday. We're having some tests run. She's got an issue with her side. She's probably going to have surgery, so she's in the pediatric surgery unit. We're in the waiting room. The kid's in there on crutches. He's going to have surgery on an ankle. And we were talking, and apparently he goes to Montgomery Bell Academy, the private school in Nashville. And they were saying that several of the Titans were at NBA last week working out, which they're not supposed to be doing.
Weiss connects to Martin at about the 30-yard line. He's brought back at the 35, so they're going to give him about a 2-yard gain on the play. Actually, about a 3-yard gain on the play. Bring up about third. Now they're marking it. Going to mark it at the 33-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 5 is what it's going to be for Trigg County. So Trigg County moving the ball pretty well.
One of several places the Titans were working out. They got video or photographic evidence of them at Belmont.
Weiss in the shotgun. He looks to his right, and he's going to be brought down, sacked.
There you go. I mentioned it, and he got sacked for the first time. Way to go, Scott. Just like when you talk about how good of a free throw shooter somebody is, and they miss it.
So 3rd and about 8 for Trigg County from the Marshall 36-yard line. Important 3rd down play for Trigg.
And the reason why that's important is they were told no workouts. It'd be like Trigg being told no workouts, and you go by West Cadiz Park and they're working out, or you go to the complex and they're working out.
Weiss steps back. Quick throw over here to Vaughn on the near side. He gets out of bounds at about the 35. So gets back to the line of scrimmage, be 4th and 8 for Trigg. I don't think any of those were official sanctioned by the
They were told to have none. No workouts either on site or off.
And the players kind of did it on their own.
Yeah, and that's a no-no. But, you don't have that conversation every day in a doctor's waiting room about the Titans working out at your kid's school illegally.
No, you don't.
You think if they were going to try to get away, they might have moved a little further outside of Nashville.
Go indoors.
There you go.
4th down for Trigg County. Weiss in the pistol with Adams right behind him. He's looking. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Oh, boy.
By a big linebacker who brings it all the way back to the 45, to the 50.
He's got one man to beat.
Knocked out at about the 36-yard line of Trigg County.
My.
Turnover. I'll mark it at the 34 is where they're standing. 6:24 to go in the 3rd quarter. Intercepted.
This is...
Every time Trigg County has gotten close here lately, it seems they've turned the ball over or Marshall's made a big play.
There is actually a flag on the play right now back at the Marshall County 45-yard line.
Officials are talking.
It's going to be after the return.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike, okay.
So they're standing at the 38, 37 now. And so they'll march it back from there.
Okay, there we go.
So here's your public service announcement. Webster County is supposed to come here next week. Webster County has been one of the most steadfast schools in not traveling to a red zone county. So by all means, don't do anything where you can catch it, because if for some reason by this dumb formula that the state uses, if Trigg's a red county on Monday, we won't be playing Webster next Friday. They will not come here.
Snap goes over the quarterback's head, and Caden Burcham brings him down at about the 34-yard line of Marshall County.
That's a Hancock's Neighborhood Market sack.
Good job by Caden. Going to say he was down at about the 37. So 2nd and about 22 or so for Marshall. They're on their own 37
yard line, looks like.
They're headed toward the west end zone.
Those yard lines are getting a little harder to see.
Yeah. Smith hands off right up the middle. Gets about 2 yards on the play. Good tackle by Kendrick Adams. Marshall's now on their own 40. About 3rd and 18.
Clock running, 5:20 to go, third quarter, 28-9, Marshall County.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd down, 17 yards to go.
Steve Etheridge in his first year as head coach of Marshall County got his first win last week over Ballard Memorial. So both of these coaches are going for their second win at their respective schools.
Smith takes the snap, but there's a flag on the play, illegal procedure against Marshall County. So they'll move them back 5 more yards. Going to bring up 3rd and about 25 from their own 35-yard line. Clock is running, as Scott said. 4:47 to go in the third quarter. Marshall taking their time, really working the clock down.
That's been a big key to Marshall County's game tonight.
Smith in the shotgun. He takes off to the right side. He keeps the ball, but he's caught right at about the 40.
You got a flag on the play. Looks like it'll probably holding on Marshall. So that'll be coming back even further. So now
they're standing at about the 36.
Smith got up a little slow that time. He's hobbling a bit over by the sideline of Marshall County.
Marshall's going to send out their punt team.
Yep, Trigg County declines the penalty.
Martin's going to go back to receive. Martin standing at about the Trigg 40. Backing up now to about the 35. Punting for Marshall is Eli Jones, a 5'10", 210-pound senior from the land across the 2 bridges. And here's the punt. Oh, he drops it. He drops the punt, and he's tackled, brought down at the 30-yard line. So Trigg with an opportunity here.
That's a big break for Trigg right there.
Lockard on the tackle. They'll take over 1st and 10 from the Marshall 30. So good field position for Trigg by virtue of that mistake by Marshall County.
You've got to come out and convert right here to get back in this ball game.
Marshall 28, Trigg 9, 4:15 to go in the third quarter. Both of these teams are 1-3, both with their only victory of the season over Ballard County. Marshall's a 6A school, Trigg's a 3A school. Weiss gets a snap. Quick throw over the middle to Connor Wallace and catches the ball at the 20-yard line.
Nice catch by Connor.
Should be right at a first down.
Boy, they're
going to signal first down.
Now they're signaling first down. Goodwin Insurance first down for the Wildcats.
Second reception on the night for Connor. He caught the first touchdown pass of the night for Trigg County. Indeed, the only touchdown pass. Trigg had a safety early in the first quarter and held the lead for much of the first half. Here come Vaughn and Lockard to the near side. Weiss in the pistol with Adams behind him. Skinner to the far side. Weiss throws the ball to Skinner and just overthrows him about 2 or 3 yards. He was in the end zone, incomplete. Second down. Still on the Marshall 30. Vaughn's going to look like he was going to be split out to the near side, along with Lockard, and Skinner's going to the far side. Martin in the slot on the near side. Weiss in the pistol with Adams behind him. He hands off to Adams, who comes over to the right side and comes to the 20, the 15, barrels down to the 10-yard line, right at another first down for Trigg County.
they're signaling first down. That's a Goodwin Insurance first down.
A good 10-yard run for Kendrick Adams. First and goal from the 10-yard line. Trigg trying to punch it in here in the east end zone to narrow their deficit. They're down 28-9.
Let's remember what we did last time in the red zone, not do it again.
Adams back at quarterback, and he hands off to Martin. Might have picked up a yard. So they came out with Adams sort of in a wildcat there. And he hands off to Jaquelis and just maybe a foot or two. Also had Burcham in the backfield. Second and goal for Trigg. Now we set the pistol. Fakes the handoff to Adams, and it's incomplete. He was aiming for Wallace over the middle again, just a little bit behind him. Third down for Trigg from about the Marshall 9. Certainly in four-down territory here with the score like it is.
Sure.
Trigg's going to take a timeout. Think about it. So with 2:32 to go in the third quarter, Trigg still down to Marshall 28-9. You're listening to 106.5 WKDZ and worldwide WKDZradio.com.
I'm telling you, it's a barn.
No, it's a market. They sell local produce. You're both wrong. It's a nursery. They sell all types of plants.
None of you are even close. They are a cafe. They sell baked goods, pizzas, subs, and more.
The Country Barn, Garden, and Farm Market in Fairview next to the Jefferson Davis Monument is different things to different people. Starting next Monday, you'll have a chance to bid on $150 gift cards. There'll be 2 auctions each weekday, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. Go to WKDZradio.com and click on Big Deals for more info and to bid.
Welcome back into Purdue Field as the Trigg County Wildcats are about to line up for a 3rd and 9 on their own 9-yard line as they trail the Marshalls 28-9.
Well, they're on the Marshall 9 trying to score.
There you go.
Yeah. And here's Weiss under center this time. He pitches to Martin, who gets back to about the 10-yard line. Might have lost a yard on the play. So 4th down for Trigg.
If you'd have told me coming in that Trigg County would have had trouble getting to the edge on Marshall County tonight, I'd have said there's no way.
Ran to the short side of the field that time. Might have done a little better if they could have gone to the long side to use Martin's speed to spread it out.
Well, this hadn't been ended good the last 2 4th downs.
Weiss in the shotgun with Adams to his right. He's looking for Martin. Now he rolls around. He's looking over here for Skinner, who just outside the end zone, incomplete. Marshall will take over on their own 10. So Trigg moved the ball down the field pretty well that series and got bogged down here in the red zone. Marshall 28, Trigg 9 with 1:45 to go in the third quarter. Marshall really worked a lot of clock there last series. Marshall huddling up on their own sideline. They come to the line of scrimmage. Smith has got the big man there. Smothers behind him. Hands off up the middle. Brought down at about the 9, maybe lost a yard on the play. Good tackle that time by Luke Alexander. Actually, it might have been Corbin Forrest on the play.
We got an
56.
official.
Yeah, I think that's going to be. I can't tell. Going to be looks like a cramp though.
Yep.
Yeah, lineman down from Marshall County.
Yeah, they're working a cramp out in his
They've
right
got
leg.
they've got their own trainer in Marshall County.
I think it's number 68 or 69. he's a big lineman, so his sleeves are rather tight on his arm. So I'm a little old school here. I don't, I never understood the kneeling when somebody gets hurt. If you can stand up and not say anything, why do you got to kneel? And what's even worse is when you get a parent screaming from the stands for a team to kneel. That's more disrespectful than not kneeling at all. Because that's all you hear is this parent or parents, take a knee. Well, aren't you supposed to kneel and be quiet because he's hurt? It's kind of like a Seinfeld rant there, but it is what it is.
Smith in the shotgun. He turns up the middle on a draw, and he's brought down by Ladd at about the 12-yard line with a flag on the play. Marshall's runner is slow to get up. Quarterback.
I mean, I get it. I'm not saying be disrespectful, but, if I stand up or if I'm a coach and I want to talk to my team and you got parents screaming to take a knee, I want to talk to my team.
Marshall's quarterback's being worked on. She's got both of his legs in a cramp. The penalty on the play was holding against them. 1:02 to go in the third quarter. Marshall leads 28-9.
While we're in this injury timeout, I want to give a big thank you to all of our video sponsors for providing the great video coverage of your Trigg County Wildcats. Hancock's Neighborhood Market, Nichols Electric, Max's Convenience Shop, First Financial Bank, Trigg County Farm Bureau, Wildcat Chevrolet, Pricer Point, Home Place Mortgage, and Kentucky Machine and Engineering. Thank you to all of those great sponsors for helping to provide this great video stream so you can enjoy Trigg County football this season.
And you can enjoy UK football tomorrow here on 106.5 at 4:30.
That's right. Mike Leach comes in with the air raid of Mississippi State. Should be interesting.
Kentucky looking for their first victory, and Mississippi State, of course, had the big victory to start the season
over
at LSU.
National champion LSU Tigers that they just needed a week to get back to.
Yeah. Then they lost to Arkansas last week.
That's right. You're right.
Greenwood leading Christian County 22-8 on the Clyde Height Lubricants and Fasteners scoreboard.
That was going to be an interesting game to watch after Christian County's been off 2 weeks, being able to see how do they get back into their season.
Oh, longer than that. They've been off a month.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is only their second game. I asked Steve Lovelace the other night, I said, coming into the year, if I'd have told you went a whole month without losing, you would have took it. And he's like, yeah. I said, but you only played one game.
That is a tough situation. And
Marshall has two trainers working on their quarterback, Smith, who Matt Alex Ladd brought down pretty hard there. We looked like he was being treated for cramps initially, but how about we take a break here with 1:02 to go in the third quarter. Marshall leading Trigg 28-9. This is 106.5 WKDZ.
In this pre-packaged, freeze-dried, pop it in the microwave, instant gratification world, it's nice to know some businesses aren't too busy to have a conversation with their customers. That's true at Hancock's. The other day, I went to Hancock's Neighborhood Market and actually had a conversation with a real living butcher. He cut my steaks exactly as we discussed. They sell me what I want, not just what they have.
Hancock's, we make time for you.
Hancock's Neighborhood Market, delightfully delicious.
So Marshall County's quarterback, Quinn Smith, goes out with an injury. They bring in Connor Nix, a sophomore, and it goes over his head. And Trigg gets a safety, their second safety of the night, makes the score 28-11. So now Marshall will get a free kick, and Trigg will receive.
I have to go back and see when the last time Trigg had two safeties in a game.
Don't see it very often. Ball just kind of went right over his head when you change quarterbacks like that. That can happen. We certainly hope Quinn Smith is not hurt too bad. Marshall's quarterbacks had a great game tonight for them. Trigg has got their kickoff return team on the field. Martin and Vaughn and Adams back. Vaughn and Adams at the Trigg 40, and Martin is at the Trigg 35. Parker to kick for the Marshalls. He's going to tee the ball up on the near hash on the 20.
It's so interesting to see him tee it up. I'm not used to that.
He has the option after the safety. And good return that time by Dylan Skinner, who catches the ball at about the 40 and drives it all the way down to the 30 of Marshall County. So Trigg 2 times in a row will be able to be 1st and 10 from the Marshall 30.
Fantastic job of catching the ball.
Good aggressive move by Dylan there.
That was actually Dakota Lockhart.
Oh, was it? Lockhart again then.
Yeah, these numbers are very narrow.
Yeah,
1s and 7s are kind of hard to read.
Lockhart's 17 and Skinner's 11. So, yeah, that was Lockhart. That's his second reception, aggressive reception.
And then mark off another 15 yards on Marshall for unsportsmanlike conduct.
All right.
So 1st and 10 for Trigg from the Marshall 11. Martin split out to the near side. Weiss in the pistol. He hands off to Adams, but they fumble the ball, and Weiss falls back down on it on the 15, so they lose about 4 yards on the play. 2nd down. Opportunities are there, followed by some mistakes. Clock continues to run, 40 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Weiss gets the play from the sideline. Skinner to the far side, Martin to the near side. Weiss in the pistol with Adams behind him. Moves Adams over to the right. 2nd down. He hands off to Kendrick up the middle, who breaks over to the right side and gets all the way down to the 14. Didn't really get any yards on that play. 3rd and about 13 for Trigg from the Marshall 19. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Marshall 28, Trigg 11. This is WKDZRadio.com and 106.5 WKDZ.
You're listening to Trigg Football on 106.5 WKDZ FM. Kate is Hopkinsville, Princeton.
Herb Hayes Furniture, always the best.
Hi, this is Leanne with Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress. This month, we want to honor those who fought breast cancer like our own Mama Hayes, and those who fight or continue to battle breast cancer. A percentage of our sales now through the end of October will be donated to the Pink Ribbon Network. Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress, where you always get the best selection, the best furniture at the best price on the boulevard in Hopkinsville.
Herb Hayes Furniture, always the best.
99-cent fountain drinks, any size, anytime. Fuel for you. Fuel for your vehicle. Max's Convenience Shop. Max's.
This is Bill Stevens with the Trigg County Tourist Commission, and we are excited to be a part of the greatest comeback of all time with the Edge Media Group.
Welcome back to Purdue Field for the start of the 4th quarter. The Marshalls lead the Wildcats 28-11.
3rd down for Trigg County. 3rd and about 12 from the Marshall 19. Weiss throws the ball to Martin, who is going to score. 19-yard touchdown. Slant play. Jaquillis. Oh.
Yep.
Wait, we're signaling touchdown.
They were signaling touchdown, and Marshall County was trying to say they picked a fumble.
Yeah, they say he was down first.
Well, they're going to give him a touchdown. So that was a 19-yard touchdown play from Weiss to Martin on the slant to the inside here. Nichols in for the extra point, and it's up and it's good. And with 11:48 to go in the 4th quarter, Trigg now cuts the lead. Marshall 28, Trigg 18. 106.5 WKDZ.
Courtner's Collision is here for you now during these uncertain times. Just like they've always been there for you, they know that collision is the last thing you need right now, but no matter when it happens, they help take some of the stress away from working with your insurance company to returning your vehicle in pre-collision condition. Damon and his crew provide a quality job completed in a timely manner. Rest assured, Courtner Collision is here today and they'll be here tomorrow. Courtner's Collision, Glenwood Mill Road in Cadiz.
In the game, 28-18 Marshall County. How big was that 100-yard pick six now?
Very.
You know, that's one of those plays you can't have happen. And, I mean, it's not the difference in the game, but it's still a two-score game. Without that pick six, it's only a one-score game.
Yeah, and Trigg's down now just 10 points in the fourth quarter. We got pretty much the entire fourth quarter to go, but Marshall's lost their quarterback for at least some period of time, and that might make a difference in this game. Nichols back to kick. He's kicking right to left on your radio dial. Good strong kick all the way back to the 10-yard line where Reese brings it back up the middle, and no one's going to touch him until Martin has a chance at the 50-yard line and brings him down at the 47. I think he grabbed him by the face mask and they saw it. So it's going to go even further. He's at the Trigg 47. They're going to probably make that one. That was a pretty vicious face mask, so it's going to carry with it the larger share of the penalty. I guess better a face mask than a touchdown.
That's true. I mean, that is very true.
They're going to move the ball. Marshall comes out.
It's kind of like the pass interference in the NFL, you know, where you get beat for a touchdown, you just reach out and grab him, you know, so that way or in high school you'll take the 15-yard penalty instead of giving up the long touchdown.
Smith is back out now for Marshall. Their starting quarterback who...
But you can't have a special teams breakdown like that, and we've seen a couple of those tonight. Of course, you know, we've seen it for Marshall too, but it isn't resulting in long returns. So, face mask.
Declined.
Oh, they're going to take the horse collar instead. 5-yard face mask or a 15-yard horse collar. Captain Math says that's a 10-yard advantage, so they take the horse collar.
So it's going to be at the Trigg 30. Marshall first and 10 from there. Their quarterback is back into the game now, and he's in a pistol formation with Garrett Parker behind him. And he hands off up the middle to Parker, who moves forward about 5 yards, but yet another penalty on the play. Holding against Marshall County. So they'll move Marshall back. 11:28 to go in the fourth quarter. Trigg down by 10, 28-18. Officials putting the ball at the 40-yard line. 1st and 20 for Marshall County. They're at the Trigg 40. Marshall taking their time. They've got Reese split out to the near side. Parker behind Smith. Man in motion is Reese. They run the option to this side. They pitch the ball out to Parker, and he gets all the way down to about the 27-yard line of Trigg County. Maybe the 26-yard line. So good, strong running play for Marshall County. Brings up 2nd and 8 for them from the Trigg 28. 10:48 to go in the fourth quarter.
Smart play by Parker, too. Instead of running out of bounds, which would have stopped the clock, he went down in front of the sideline.
Marshall sends out their trips receivers to the left, lined up behind each other. Smith in the pistol with Parker behind him. He's under pressure from Burcham, and he throws the ball over the middle. It's tipped by one receiver and caught by the second, and he scores. Unbelievable.
Wow.
That's what kind of night it is. It was tipped by number 34 right to the hands of Logan Reese.
Tipped by one Marshall receiver into the hands of the other. About a 27-yard touchdown play by Marshall County.
Touchdown, Marshall County.
Triggs has not had any luck much tonight. So here comes Marshall County for the extra point. Their 5th attempt on the night. They've hit them all so far. And it's up, it's strong, and it's good. So with 10:15 to go in the game, Marshall extends their lead. They're now at 35, Triggs at 18. And this is, once again, WKDCRadio.com, 106.5 Wildcat Football.
The staff of the Cadiz Record is proud to provide the citizens of Trigg County with an informative weekly newspaper filled with coverage of local events and offers from local advertisers. A tradition that started in 1881 and continues today. We keep track of local government and a variety of events and activities that impact the lives of Trigg Countyans. The Cadiz Record is published each Wednesday. To subscribe to the print edition or our online edition, call us at 270-522-6605 or single copies are available at a number of Trigg County businesses. And be sure to find us on Facebook, too.
Welcome back to Purdue Field as the Wildcats trail the Marshalls now 35-18 with 10:15 to go in fourth quarter.
Parker back to kick for Marshall County. And he kicks it all the way down the field where it's going to be fielded by Martin at about the 10-yard line. He brings it right up the middle and gets some yardage all the way to about the 28-yard line where Trigg will take over 1st and 10. 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
This isn't good. It is what it is, but Trigg shouldn't be giving up 35 points to Marshall County. Now, 28 of it's their offense. 7 was the pick 6, but, you knew playing 3 ranked teams in a row, you're probably going to take your lumps on defense, but we're halfway into the season. Some of this stuff needs to be fixed already.
Weiss in the shotgun sends Martin over to the far side. Looks for Martin. And he launches the ball to Jaquelis, who catches the ball at the 40. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10. He's going to score
Nobody's
a touchdown
catch
play.
him.
So, Jaquelis Martin. Weiss to Martin from the 30, 72-yard touchdown play. Trigg County cuts the lead, 35-24 with 9:54 to go in the fourth quarter. Best play of the night for Trigg County by far. Nichols comes out for the extra point, hoping to make it just a 10-point lead again with 10 minutes to go to give Trigg County a chance. And it's good. 9:54 to go. Trigg now is down by 10. 35 Marshall, Trigg 25. And this is WKDZ.
What? Your parents for dinner? Tonight? You're joking. You're not joking.
Hello, Hancock's? I need a large order of the homemade by Hancock's chicken and dumplings. Stat! I'll be there in 5.
Why, Joyce, these dumplings taste homemade. Surely you didn't have time to... Oh, they're homemade, all right.
Hancock's, we make time for you.
Welcome back to Purdue Field, where Weiss hooks up with Martin for a 71-yard touchdown to draw the score now 35-25. Marshalls over the Wildcats.
Trigg holds them here. They've got a chance. The rain is now starting to fall here at Purdue Field. Light mist, and the umbrellas are coming out. Cheerleaders putting on their rain jackets. Everyone's got umbrellas or rain jackets but Scott Brown.
I got a rain jacket. I just don't have the umbrella.
Here comes Nichols. Kind of just pooches, and it's fielded by Marshall at the 40. He's wrapped up and brought down at about the 43. So crucial defensive series for Trigg County now. If they can hold Marshall and score and bring it into with one score, they'll have a chance to win the game. But they've got to hold Marshall County here. Stop the big play. The big plays have really been bad for Trigg County tonight. Some last touchdown play by Marshall County hit one Marshall County receiver. The pass bounced off of him and was caught by another for a touchdown. Here comes Marshall with their quarterback, Smith. He's got Parker to his right. He hands off to Parker. Oh, well, actually, he's brought down before Parker can get it by Caden Burcham.
Burcham with the Hancock's Neighborhood Market sack.
Big loss on the play for Marshall County. Brought all the way back to the 37-yard line. Lost 6. Second and 16 for the Marshall County. 9:24 to go in the fourth quarter. Rain falling down here at Purdue Field. Remnants of Hurricane Delta, no doubt. Marshall taking their time, working the clock. Hustle to the line of scrimmage. Smith with Parker behind him. Trigg showing blitz. Fakes the handoff to Parker, and then it's incomplete over the middle, intended for 46 Connor Holland.
Yeah, a little pop pass to the tight end. It was there. It just went through the hands.
Big third down play for Trigg County. 8:57 to go in the fourth quarter.
This is a huge stop right here for Trigg County.
Smith's looking for the play from the sideline, getting signals from Marshall County's coach. Coach Etheridge, great big guy over there for the Marshalls, their head coach. 2 first-year coaches. Smith fakes the handoff, and he's going to be he was under pressure, but then he gets rid of the ball. It is incomplete. So Trigg does stop the Marshalls. It's going to be fourth down now. Good pressure that time by Cole Renfro. And Marshall will have to punt, and Martin goes back to receive. Marshall's still talking it over a little bit what they're going to do, but they're sending their punt team out now. They'll be punting from their own 37-yard line. Well, the ball is on the 37. Punter's going to be standing up at about the 25. Martin is standing at his 30. Marshall County really looking around. Here comes the snap. Ball's a little wet. Not a good punt. Comes down at about the Trigg 45, but gets a decent roll all the way down to the Trigg 35, where Trigg will take over 1st and 10, heading toward the west end zone. 8:40 to go. They're down by 10, 35-25.
Trigg trailed 28-9 at one point. It's now 35-25. 8:40 to go, and Trigg scores here, and it gets very interesting. Uncle Mo is going to be in a dead sprint to the Trigg County side of the field.
On the left hash, Weiss in the shotgun. Adams right beside him. He's looking for Vaughn, who catches the ball here on the near side and is brought down at about the 38-yard line. So gain of about 3 on the play, 2nd and 7 for Trigg County. Clock is running, 8:25 to go in the fourth quarter.
Now you may be asking, why didn't Trigg go deep again? Well, you got to keep the defense honest. You got to throw short passes. It's their short passes that set up the long touchdown.
Rain looks to have gone away now. High snap. Weiss gets it, hands it off to Adams, who brings the ball down the middle and is brought down at about the 44-yard line, where it'll be third down for Trigg, third and about 2. So just a light rain came out for a bit and then passed on through.
It's still spitting a bit down here.
Yeah, it still looks like a little misty out there.
Weiss in the pistol with Adams behind him. He hands off to Kendrick up the middle, who storms forward and does get the first down. He's brought down at about the 46. So Trigg will get the first down.
It's a Goodwin Insurance first down.
Marshall County showing good sportsmanship, helping Kendrick up. Kendrick's looking a little tight and heading over to the sideline, limping. They bring in Keaton Harris to replace him. First down, Trigg County. Weiss in the shotgun with Harris to his right. Skinner and Martin split out. Skinner now moving in motion to the right side. Lining now Martin up in the slot. Weiss gets the ball, fakes the handoff to Harris, throws it over the head a bit of Martin, incomplete. Second down, Trigg County. Penalty, they're going to call illegal procedure against Trigg now after the play.
That's a late whistle, or
yes, it is.
Late flag. Procedure plays are supposed to be blown dead before play carries out.
So they're going to move it back 5 yards. Going to put it at the 41. Be first and 15 for Trigg from there.
9 flags tonight on Trigg County for 80 yards.
6:53 to go in the game. Of course, the first game of the season, Trigg had no penalties other than some aggressive, unsportsmanlikes. No game penalties, so to speak. Weiss drops back. He launches to Vaughn, who's at the 25, and Marshall does a good job breaking up the play. Incomplete. Fans wanted pass interference.
They wanted a pass interference on that.
That receiver was about half the size of Jaden Vaughn, and he jumped as high as he could to block the pass. Second down for Trigg County. 6:46 in the game, down by 10. They're at their own 41. Lockard and Vaughn to the far side, Skinner to the near side. Pistol formation with Adams behind Weiss. He hands the ball to Adams, and he's brought down for a loss on the play. Loses about a yard on the play, brings up third down.
I always thought call it both ways was kind of a dumb request by fans, because if you're not doing anything wrong, I don't want anything called on me. Call it right, but, you know, that's kind of like when you hit a foul ball and they say straighten it out, you know. Don't straighten it out. If you straighten it out, it's a pop-up to the pitcher. You know, hit it in the gap. You know, straighten it out. No, don't straighten it out. It's a ground ball. No. But, yeah, call it both ways. It's like, you know, no. Call it good. I don't want any flags.
Third down for Trigg. Weiss sends Martin to the slot.
17.
Weiss launches to Vaughn in midfield, and he's brought down at about the 46 of Marshall County. Going to be short of the first down, about 2 yards. So going to be fourth and 3 for Trigg County. They're going to have to go for it at the Marshall 47-yard line.
If he had looked one more receiver to the left, he had Jaquelis Martin sprinting down the left sideline.
Vaughn and Skinner are split out. He's got Martin and Harris right behind him, sending Wallace in motion to the near side. And Marshall comes offside.
Marshall helped us out.
Weiss did a hard count there, pulled him across, so Trigg gets a first down.
Boy, that's good. You know it's coming. Everybody knows it's going to be a hard count, and he still got him to jump.
And that hard count brings us to a Goodwin Insurance first down.
5:16 to go in the ball game. Trigg 2 scores out of this. Need to score quickly here. 2 receivers to each side. Weiss gets the snap. He's looking to his left and almost intercepted by number 40 for Marshall County, Riley Smith. He was trying to hit Vaughn, and just ball might have been a little slick coming out of Smith's fingers.
I think they have now repositioned to cut down on that slant route.
Got my mask moved around. Maybe you can hear me better. We had to call these games with the mask on this year.
That has been quite challenging.
Weiss in the pistol. Adams behind him. 2nd and 10. Throws the ball to Martin and catches the ball at about the 34-yard line. Gain of about 7 on the play for Trigg County. 4:55 to go in the fourth quarter. The clock is running. Actually, that's at the 34-yard line. 3rd and 4. Skinner to the far side and Martin to the near side. Pistol formation with Adams behind Weiss. He hands off to Adams, who's caught at the line of scrimmage and maybe loses a yard. So 4th down for Trigg County here. This arguably is a ball game play. Trigg really has to convert here to keep the ball with 4 minutes to go in the game. 4th and 4, ball's on the near hash. Marked at the 35 of Marshall County.
A little surprised they try to run there. That run up the middle's not been there. I mean, I would have taken 2 shots at the end zone.
Trigg sending 3 receivers to the right this time. Weiss gets the ball. He launches over to the right. Penalty on the play.
And it's going to back Trigg County up.
Legal procedure.
Boy, that's been the theme of the night.
They'll make it about 4th and 9 for Trigg from the 40 of Marshall County. 3:43 to go. So long 4th down play for Trigg County. They've got to convert or score here. Down by 10 to Marshall on their home field. Both teams looking for their 2nd win of the season. Weiss gets the snap. He's got time. Throws the ball downfield to Martin, and it's broken up by Marshall County, almost intercepted at the 1-yard line. 3:19 to go. Marshall will take over on downs, leading 35-25. So Marshall, no doubt, will run as much clock as they can. Just a disappointing second half for Trigg County. Disappointing since the first quarter, where we had that strong lead for so much of the first quarter.
I guess we've proven to be a first quarter team. And then
had a good first quarter against Crittenden last week.
Yeah, we've got to work on the last 3.
So here comes Smith, their quarterback, who is limping. Parker behind him. He hands off to Parker up the middle, who gets back to the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Jordan Wilson and Dakota Lockard. Might have got a yard on the play.
I think if you're Trigg, you've got to call a timeout after this next play. You got to get the clock stopped.
So 2nd and about 9 for Marshall from their own 41. 2 minutes and 55 seconds to go. Marshall taking their time. Coaches watching the clock. Haven't even sent in a play yet. Now they're sending in a play with 2:47 to go. They're signaling plays from the sideline. Marshall has Reese split out to the near side. Pistol formation with Parker behind Smith. He hands off to Parker, who gets to the 40, to the 45, and is brought down at about the 49-yard line. Very close to a first down, but I think he's short. Be third and short for Marshall, third and about a yard from the 49. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the game. Don't guess Trigg's going to take the timeout, Scott. If Marshall converts here, that will probably be about. No, Trigg did take the timeout after all. So
now you let too much time run off. Should have called the timeout after the play.
Absolutely.
Man, it's bad clock management. 1:57 to go. Marshall County has it 3rd and 1 at the 49. Trigg trailing 35-25. This is Trigg County Wildcat football on 106.5 WKDZ.
Keep your dreams on track with Hopkinsville Community College. Don't let unexpected events stand in the way of your future. During uncertain times, it's nice to stay close to home. Take advantage of the lowest tuition in Kentucky and still move forward with your education. The real world is unpredictable. Why pay more? New classes begin every few months. Apply online or call 270-707-3700. College for the real world. Hopkinsville Community College.
Welcome back to Purdue Field. 1:57 to go here in the ball game. The Marshalls lead the Wildcats 35-25. It is 3rd and 1 on the Marshalls' 49-yard line.
Marshall County with the ball. Their quarterback is limping up into the pistol. This time he has number 25, Cameron Bowerman, behind him, who goes off tackle to the left side and does get the first down.
Picks up the first down.
Gets about 2 yards on the play to the Trigg 49, and Trigg's going to take another timeout now with 1:51 to go. So Trigg takes 2 timeouts. That's their final
it. That's
timeout.
their last one. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But Murray defeated Union County tonight 18-6. So Union has not won, but they have not played bad. You know, lost to Mayfield by 16, lost to a good Greenwood team by only 7 last week. So we'll see Union at some point.
And they seem to always play their best game against Trigg County, too.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
We've got to go. We've got to go all the way up there, too.
Yeah, in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think that's a day where I think we all need to leave early and hit the feed mill before the game. And
come on.
And do that. I need to get my pregame show done early. Of course, with COVID, normally, you know, we do that, Your Sports Edge Football Friday. Normally that show's recorded on Thursday, but with COVID-19 and these late cancellations, I've had to wait till Friday to do them, as Marshall's going to take a knee and let the clock run out. But, man, so, yeah, I mean, you know, if you go to Union County, there's several good spots. You can go through Princeton. You can go through, you know, Eddyville. Fredonia's got a couple of nice places to eat. You get into Marion, you know, you get some Marion barbecue there. But, yeah, the feed mill, I found that place a couple years ago. I've been told about it for years. And, yeah, good stuff.
So 1:22 to go in the fourth quarter. Second down for Marshall.
Marshall County's just going to kneel it again.
Yeah, they're in their victory formation.
Yeah, It's the best play in football if you're the one running it. Trigg's going to go to 1-4. They're going to have to get some defensive things figured out. They need to get them figured out. This is 35 points to a Marshall County team that hadn't reached double figures against teams not named Ballard Memorial. Trigg tonight, 25 points on the board, but threw a pick six that was returned 100 yards and threw another red zone interception as well. And those are a couple of things that got to be corrected, in addition to Mark Peach having to call 3 timeouts in the first quarter so that they could get the right people on the field and in the right spots.
Smith in the victory formation yet again, and he downs the ball.
That'll be it right there.
20 seconds to go. Players
don't even have to take another snap.
Shaking hands a bit as they each go to their respective end zones.
Greenwood held on to beat Christian County 25-24.
Wow.
Late score on the Clyde Height Lubricants and Fasteners scoreboard. This one is 35-25. Marshall County wins it. Our first Financial Bank postgame show comes your way in 3 minutes here on 106.